1. Secret mind shift. Imagine a quiet space inside your mind where the stress and worries of the day slowly fade away, replaced by a gentle feeling of peace and calm. In this place, a secret mind shift begins, a subtle change in the way you see your thoughts and feelings. It is as if a soft light has been turned on, revealing that many of the heavy emotions and doubts that hold you back can be gently eased. This mind shift is not about denying the challenges of life, but about learning to see them in a new way. It starts with taking a few deep, slow breaths and allowing yourself to pause, even for just a moment. In that pause, you let go of the rush of your day and begin to listen to the quiet whispers of your inner voice. As you settle into this peaceful state, you begin to notice that your mind is full of stories of past mistakes, of fears about the future, and of comparisons that make you feel less than you are. The secret mind shift is about realizing that these stories are not the final word on who you are. They are simply thoughts that come and go, like clouds drifting across a bright sky. With each deep breath, you gently push aside the weight of these thoughts, making room for a kinder, more supportive narrative. In this space, you start to see that you have the power to change the way you think. Instead of letting negative thoughts take over, you choose to fill your mind with positive ideas that uplift you. It is like replacing dark, heavy clouds with light, clear skies that allow the sunshine to come through. This process of shifting your mind does not happen overnight. It is a gentle practice that you build over time. Each night, as you prepare for sleep, you can take a moment to reflect on the day with a compassionate heart. Think about the small moments of joy, the acts of kindness you witnessed or shared, and the progress you made even when things felt tough. By focusing on these positive moments, you gradually train your mind to see the good that exists, even on challenging days. Over time, this practice helps to reduce the grip of stress and negative emotions, and you begin to feel a sense of relief and comfort as you drift off to sleep. The secret mind shift also means recognizing that it is okay to feel what you feel. You do not have to fight every thought or emotion. Instead, you can allow yourself to experience them without judgment. Picture your emotions as waves in the ocean. Some waves may be high and strong while others are gentle and calm. Rather than trying to stop the waves, you can learn to ride them, knowing that each wave will pass and that you have the strength to remain steady through the motion of the tide. This understanding brings a deep sense of acceptance and helps to quiet the inner critic that often makes you feel overwhelmed or inadequate. One way to encourage this secret mind shift is to create small, peaceful rituals that signal to your mind that it is time to relax and let go. This could be as simple as a short meditation, listening to soothing music, or reading a calming book before bed. These practices serve as gentle reminders that you deserve a break and that your mind can be a place of refuge, not a battlefield. With each gentle practice, you build a habit of turning inward and reconnecting with your inner calm. As your mind shifts to a more positive place, you may notice that your body follows. The tension in your muscles eases, your breathing becomes more regular, and you feel lighter and more at ease. This is the power of a secret mind shift. It is a gentle, inner transformation that has a ripple effect on your whole being. In this new space, you begin to see that every challenge, every moment of stress is an opportunity to learn more about yourself and to grow stronger. The secret mind shift allows you to approach life with a renewed sense of hope and possibility. Instead of being held back by the fear of failure or the pain of comparison, you begin to see these moments as part of a larger journey toward inner peace. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind open to change, you realize that you have the power to choose a different path, a path where your thoughts support you rather than hold you down. As you embrace this secret mind shift, you also learn to celebrate the small victories in your life. Each time you manage to let go of a negative thought or find a moment of peace in the midst of chaos, you are strengthening your ability to shift your mind toward positivity. Over time, these small acts of self-kindness build into a strong foundation of mental and emotional well-being. You come to understand that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single, gentle step, a step that you take every day as you choose to view your life through a lens of compassion and hope. This secret mind shift is a quiet, powerful tool that is always within you. It is the simple act of turning your gaze inward, of pausing to breathe, and of choosing to see the beauty in the small moments of life. As you lay down each night, allow this gentle shift to guide you into a peaceful sleep, knowing that with each breath, you are nurturing a more positive, resilient, and kind version of yourself. With time, you will find that your mind becomes a sanctuary of calm, a place where stress and worry are replaced by the soft glow of hope and inner strength. Embrace this journey with an open heart, and let the secret mind shift be your guide to a life filled with peace, self-love, and the quiet joy of simply being. 2. Unveil hidden strength. Imagine sitting in a quiet, calm room where the only sound is the gentle rhythm of your breathing. In that peaceful space, you begin to notice a part of you that has always been there, quietly waiting to be discovered. This is the hidden strength within you, a quiet power that may have been overlooked or forgotten amid the busyness of everyday life. When you allow yourself to slow down and truly listen, you can start to uncover this inner strength that has been supporting you all along, even during the toughest moments. This hidden strength is not something new that you need to create. It has always been a part of who you are. It lives in the deep, steady beat of your heart, and in the calm determination that carries you forward, even when you feel unsure. It is the resilience that helps you face challenges and the quiet courage that pushes you to try again after setbacks. Often, we spend our days focused on what we do not have or on moments when we have felt weak, and we forget to notice the many times we have proven ourselves strong. By taking a few moments each day to pause and reflect, you can begin to see those moments more clearly and appreciate the strength that has always been inside you. As you relax and let your thoughts drift, picture a time when you overcame a difficult situation. Remember the feeling when you found a way through a challenge, when you stood up even though you were afraid, or when you kept going despite the odds. These memories are proof of your inner power. They show you that no matter what obstacles come your way, you have the ability to rise above them. This hidden strength may not always be loud or obvious, but it is steady and reliable, a quiet force that helps you move forward in life. Sometimes the idea of hidden strength can feel like a soft whisper that grows louder when you listen closely. It is the part of you that tells you it is okay to take your time, to learn from your mistakes, and to trust in your ability to grow. Even in moments of doubt, that inner voice reminds you that you have overcome much before, and you can do it again. By acknowledging and celebrating these quiet victories, you gradually build a strong sense of self and a belief in your own capabilities. One of the ways to bring this hidden strength to light is to practice gentle self-reflection. Every evening, take a few minutes to sit quietly, close your eyes, and think about your day. Focus on the moments when you felt brave, even if those moments seemed small. Perhaps you managed to smile through a challenging conversation, or maybe you found the strength to continue working on something that felt overwhelming. These simple acts are signs of your hidden strength. Over time, as you become more aware of these moments, you will start to feel more confident and resilient. Another helpful practice is to write down your thoughts and experiences in a journal. When you put your feelings into words, you create a space to see the progress you have made. Write about the challenges you have faced, the moments when you felt unsure, and the ways you managed to overcome them. This writing can serve as a reminder on tough days that you have the power to get through difficult times. It is a simple, yet powerful way to unveil the hidden strength within you. As you continue this journey of self-discovery, you may find that your hidden strength grows stronger with each passing day. It is like a seed that, when nurtured, slowly blossoms into a beautiful flower. Each time you face a challenge and come out the other side, you add another petal to that flower, making it fuller and more vibrant. Soon, you will start to notice that the obstacles that once seemed so daunting now appear as stepping stones along your path. It is important to remember that uncovering your hidden strength does not mean you will never feel weak or uncertain again. Life is full of ups and downs, and there will be times when you may doubt yourself. However, by recognizing that your inner power has helped you through difficult moments in the past, You can remind yourself that you are capable of facing whatever comes your way. This realization is empowering and can help you approach each new day with a sense of calm and confidence. Part of unveiling your hidden strength is also learning to be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same compassion and understanding that you would offer a close friend. When you notice feelings of self-doubt or worry creeping in, gently remind yourself of all the times you have been strong and resilient. Celebrate those moments, no matter how small they may seem. Over time, this practice of self-compassion will help you see that your true strength lies not in perfection, but in your ability to keep moving forward, even when things are hard. In the quiet moments before sleep, as you let go of the day's stresses, allow yourself to fully embrace the strength that is already within you. Let it be a soft, steady presence that comforts you and gives you hope for tomorrow. Know that every challenge you face is an opportunity to reveal more of that strength, and that each day is a new chance to grow, learn, and become even stronger. This journey of unveiling your hidden strength is a gentle one, marked by small steps and quiet victories. It is about understanding that the power you need to overcome life's challenges is already inside you, waiting to be recognized and celebrated. With time, patience, and a willingness to look inward, you will find that your inner strength shines through in every action you take. As you drift off to sleep, let the thought of your own resilience fill your heart with warmth and comfort, knowing that tomorrow brings another chance to embrace the quiet, unyielding power that lies within. 3. Instant mood boost. A gentle shift in feelings can change the entire tone of a moment and open the door to calm, happiness, and hope. The process begins when a person notices a small change inside, a feeling that lifts the spirit and softens the weight of stress or worry. It is a quiet, yet powerful reminder that the way one feels in an instant can set the stage for a more peaceful and joyful day. Techniques that help uplift the mood are like small keys that unlock a reservoir of inner light and balance. When one takes a few slow, deep breaths, a wave of relaxation can spread through the body, easing tension and bringing a sense of comfort. This gentle act of breathing helps slow down a racing heart and quiets the mind, making it easier to see the beauty hidden in everyday moments. A short pause to focus on the sound of one's breath, the feeling of calm, and the soft rhythm of the body is a simple way to start a moment of renewal. Focusing on a positive memory or a gentle thought can also bring an instant lift to the high mood. Reflecting on a time when the heart felt light, or a moment when a kind gesture made the day a little brighter, can create a spark of joy that slowly spreads. Each of these memories serves as a reminder that good moments exist and can be revisited in the quiet space of the mind. In a peaceful state, one can also listen to soothing sounds or soft music that relaxes the spirit and makes worries seem far away. The calm, rhythmic notes act like a gentle tide, washing away feelings of unease and replacing them with a warm sense of security. It is through these small, thoughtful actions that the energy of the day can change, and the mind begins to feel lighter. Sometimes an instant mood boost comes from shifting the focus from what is troubling to what is uplifting. Recognizing that each challenge has its own lesson can help replace feelings of sadness or frustration with a sense of purpose. Small acts of kindness towards oneself, such as a few comforting words or a gentle touch, have the power to transform an otherwise heavy moment into one of acceptance and care. When a person gently acknowledges that it is okay to feel the way they do, and then chooses to nurture a bit of self-love, the mind can begin to heal from within. This simple act of caring for oneself serves as a quiet reminder that everyone deserves compassion and a chance to feel better, no matter what has happened during the day. A change in the way one views daily moments can make all the difference. Shifting attention to a small detail, like the warmth of a cup of tea or the soft glow of a lamp, can help bring the mind to a place of peace. Focusing on these gentle, everyday details helps to slow down the rapid pace of thoughts that can overwhelm and cloud judgment. By settling into the present moment and noticing these calming influences, one is able to reconnect with the sense of ease that lies just beneath. the surface of everyday life. The practice of being mindful and present can slowly create an environment where negative thoughts do not have as much power, and the positive energy naturally takes over. This shift in focus is a kind of magic that turns a heavy heart into one that is light and free, able to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Positive thoughts and gentle reminders of one's own worth are another way to invite an instant mood boost. Thinking of a personal strength or a quiet success, no matter how small, can provide the encouragement needed to lift the spirit. When a person sees a challenge not as a burden, but as an opportunity to grow, the mind starts to view obstacles in a new light. Each step taken towards a personal goal, each smile shared with a friend, and every kind word spoken becomes a small victory that adds up over time. These victories are the building blocks of a positive mindset, helping to create a safe space within the mind where hope and possibility can flourish. This gentle accumulation of positive moments and affirmations gradually builds a foundation of strength that can weather the storms of the day. When the mind shifts towards a place of gratitude, it can create a lasting sense of well-being that permeates every part of the day. Focusing on what is good, be it the support of a loved one, the beauty of nature, or the warmth of a familiar routine, helps to remind the heart that even in difficult times, there is much to appreciate. Gratitude works as a quiet but powerful force that turns even the simplest moments into treasures. It softens the edges of disappointment and transforms a stressful situation into an opportunity to learn and grow. By embracing gratitude, the mind can find a moment of peace and balance that feels like a gentle hug for the soul. This simple practice opens the door to a calmer, more positive outlook that makes it easier to face challenges with a sense of hope. The process of lifting one's mood in an instant is a practice that grows stronger with time. As the mind becomes more aware of its own power to shift feelings, it learns that happiness is not something that must be chased after in grand gestures, but can be found in the quiet moments of self-care and mindfulness. With each gentle act of self-kindness, each deep breath, each small acknowledgement of gratitude, each soft thought that brings a smile, there is a quiet reminder that it is possible to rise above the heaviness of the day. The journey to a calmer state of mind is one of small, consistent steps, where every moment of care and every bit of self-compassion builds upon the last. It is a journey that unfolds slowly, like a flower opening to the light, revealing a delicate beauty that was always there, waiting to be seen. Each day holds the promise of renewal, where the simple act of shifting focus can lead to a deeper sense of inner peace. The mind learns that even when challenges arise, there is always a way to find a spark of joy and to embrace the present with a quiet heart. This transformation does not require dramatic changes, but rather a gentle reminder of the strength that lies within, a strength that is nurtured by every deep breath and every moment of quiet reflection. As the night comes and the world falls into a soft, comforting stillness, the power of an instant mood boost becomes clear. It is a reminder that the journey toward happiness is woven from many small, tender moments that, when gathered together, form a tapestry of hope, resilience, and calm. The feeling of lifting one's mood is a gift that each person can give themselves. A simple yet profound act of kindness that brings light to the darkest hours. With a soft, steady rhythm and a heart open to the beauty of the present, a renewed sense of peace is always within reach, gently guiding the mind toward a future filled with quiet joy and the warm glow of inner strength. 4. Rapid stress relief. A gentle pause in the midst of a busy day can make a big difference, as taking a moment to breathe and let go of tension creates a space for calm and ease. The feeling of stress can build quickly and sometimes seem overwhelming, but there are simple ways to bring your mind and body back into balance in just a few moments. A slow, deep breath can be the first step toward feeling better, as it helps to slow down a fast heart rate and ease the tightness in your muscles. By focusing on your breath, you gently remind yourself that you can control the pace of your thoughts and bring a sense of order to a busy mind. Taking a few minutes to close your eyes and focus solely on your breathing, letting each breath fill you with calm, can bring a rapid relief from stress and make the challenges of the day seem lighter. In this quiet moment, the body begins to respond to the rhythm of calm and the mind is able to relax from the weight of worries and endless tasks. When stress builds up, it can feel like a heavy cloud that dims the light inside, but a brief period of focused breathing helps to clear that cloud and brings clarity back into view. This practice is not about forgetting your responsibilities, but about giving yourself permission to find a moment of peace before moving forward with renewed energy. The idea of rapid stress relief is simple and natural. It involves recognizing when the body is tense and knowing that a few deep breaths can help release that tension, much like opening a window to let in fresh air. A useful approach is to gently press your fingertips together and slowly breathe in through your nose, letting your belly expand, then slowly exhale through your mouth. As you do this, you feel the tightness in your shoulders and neck begin to ease, and your mind starts to clear. This simple act of mindful breathing helps to break the cycle of stress that can build from too many thoughts or constant worry. Over time, this practice becomes a comforting ritual that offers rapid relief from the burdens of the day. When you make it a habit to pause and breathe deeply, even for just a minute or two, you start to notice that your overall mood improves and you become more resilient to the pressures around you. Another way to find rapid stress relief is to gently shift your focus to a small, soothing detail in your environment. It might be the soft glow of a lamp, the sound of a calm melody in the background, or even the simple sensation of your feet on the ground. These small details help you reconnect with the present moment, reminding you that you are safe and that stress will pass. The practice of noticing these gentle details allows the mind to step back from its constant stream of worries and to see the beauty in the everyday. With each small observation, the weight of stress is lifted just a little more, and you begin to experience the lightness of being fully present. In addition to mindful breathing and focusing on your surroundings, physical movement can also bring rapid relief from stress. Gentle stretching or a short walk can help release built-up tension and bring a fresh perspective to your thoughts. Movement is a natural way to remind your body that it is strong and capable, and it encourages the flow of energy through your muscles and joints. Even a few simple stretches can make you feel more relaxed and ready to face the next moment with calm determination. These small acts of movement do not need to be part of an intense exercise routine. They are simply a way to honor your body and remind it that relaxation is just as important as activity. Sometimes, the mind and body need a moment to disconnect from a situation that has become overwhelming. In these moments, it is helpful to create a mini retreat right where you are. This could mean dimming the lights, closing your eyes, and taking a few moments to simply listen to the quiet sound of your breath. It is a practice of returning to the basics, of letting go of external demands and focusing on the gentle rhythm within. Over time, this practice helps you to build a toolkit of simple, reliable methods to quickly relieve stress, no matter where you are or what you are facing. The key is to be gentle with yourself, recognizing that stress is a natural part of life and that you have the ability to handle it with care and compassion. The idea of rapid stress relief is not about making big changes all at once, but rather about embracing small, meaningful actions that, when repeated, can lead to lasting calm. By regularly setting aside moments for quiet reflection, you gradually create an inner sanctuary, a place where stress does not have a permanent hold. Every time you take a few deep breaths or gently stretch your body, you are investing in your own well-being, and these small investments add up over time. With each new day, you have the opportunity to practice these techniques and to see that relief is always within reach. The journey to managing stress is a personal one, marked by many small victories that, together, build a life of more ease and less tension. Building the habit of rapid stress relief also opens the door to deeper self-awareness. As you practice these simple techniques, you begin to notice the signals your body sends when it is under pressure, and you learn to respond with kindness rather than judgment. This gentle awareness fosters a sense of empowerment, showing you that you are not at the mercy of your emotions, but rather that you have the power to influence your own state of mind. In time, this can lead to a shift in perspective, where you see challenges not as overwhelming burdens, but as opportunities to practice resilience and self-care. Each deep breath, each small moment of stillness, becomes a reminder that you have the strength to navigate through any storm and emerge with a clearer, calmer mind. Over time, the practice of rapid stress relief becomes a part of your daily rhythm, a gentle pause that resets your energy and brings balance to your thoughts. It is a quiet celebration of the fact that even in the midst of a busy and sometimes chaotic day, you can find moments of stillness that nurture your soul. This calm approach not only eases stress, but also creates space for gratitude, compassion, and a deep sense of connection with yourself. With regular practice, you learn to trust in the power of these small actions, knowing that they are the building blocks of a more relaxed, joyful life. Each time you embrace rapid stress relief, you affirm your ability to care for your mind and body in a simple, effective way. The journey is gentle and ongoing, and each moment of calm is a step toward a life where stress does not rule, but where you are free to experience the beauty of peace and quiet joy. Let this understanding bring comfort and allow the techniques to become a natural part of your day, guiding you toward a state of enduring calm that supports your overall well-being. 5. Deep calm awakens. When the world slows and a gentle stillness fills the air, a sense of deep calm awakens within, inviting a quiet and peaceful moment that nourishes the mind and body. In these moments, the soft rhythm of your breath becomes the guide to a state of tranquility that gently washes away the noise of everyday life. This deep calm is not forced or hurried. It emerges slowly, like the first light of dawn spreading across a dark sky, and it brings with it a soothing sense of relief from the pressures that can weigh on you. As you settle into this peaceful space, you begin to notice how the quiet allows your thoughts to organize themselves in a way that feels natural and safe. The simple act of taking a slow, deep breath can unlock a feeling of contentment that seems to flow effortlessly through every part of your being. It is a reminder that even in the midst of challenges and busy routines, there is a calm inside that is always available to you, waiting patiently for you to return to it. The journey to finding deep calm begins with a gentle awareness of the present moment. When your mind rests on the here and now, the future and the past fade into the background, and you are free to experience the peaceful quiet that is already within you. This is not a state of emptiness, but rather a fullness that fills your heart with a quiet strength. As you allow yourself to be in the moment, the sounds around you, the feeling of the air, and the rhythm of your breath become the anchors that keep you grounded in a space of calm. There is a beauty in this simplicity that reminds you that happiness and peace are not found in grand gestures or dramatic changes, but in the little moments of mindfulness and care. Each deep breath is like a small gift to yourself, a moment of rest that you can return to whenever the world feels too heavy. In this state of calm, your body begins to relax, and you feel a gentle release of tension that has built up over time. Muscles that were tight become soft, and your heart rate slows, bringing a steady sense of balance to your entire being. It is in this peaceful state that you find a safe space to let go of the stress and worries that can sometimes overwhelm you. The deep calm awakens a quiet joy that fills you with hope and a renewed sense of purpose. This simple act of breathing and being present helps to create a mental sanctuary where negative thoughts lose their power and positive feelings take their place. Slowly, you learn to let go of the harsh judgments and expectations that often crowd your mind, and you begin to see life through a more compassionate and gentle lens. With each passing moment in this calm state, you grow more aware of the inner light that shines steadily within you. It is a light that is always there, even when the world outside seems dark or confusing. This light is the essence of who you are, a quiet, resilient strength that does not waver in the face of challenges. As you focus on your breath and let the calm deepen, you may find that your worries start to melt away, replaced by a simple and steady acceptance of the present. This acceptance is not about giving up or resigning yourself to the difficulties of life, but rather about recognizing that peace is a choice you can make in every moment. It is a choice to trust in the natural flow of life and to know that, no matter what happens, you have the power to return to this calm space within yourself. The practice of letting deep calm awaken within you is something that grows stronger with time. Each time you take a moment to simply sit, breathe, and be, you are training your mind and body to relax more easily. This is a gentle, ongoing process that requires no special equipment or dramatic changes, only a willingness to slow down and listen to the quiet voice inside. Over time, you may find that you are able to access this state of calm more naturally, even during moments of stress. This growing habit of mindfulness creates a foundation for a more balanced life, where you can navigate challenges with a calm heart and a clear mind. As this practice becomes a regular part of your day, you start to notice a shift in your overall well-being. The deep calm that awakens within you can lead to better sleep, more positive interactions with others, and a greater sense of joy in everyday activities. It is a gentle reminder that no matter how busy or complicated life may seem, there is always a quiet space within you that is filled with peace and light. This calm is like a soft blanket that wraps around you, offering comfort and security in moments of uncertainty. It is a natural state that reminds you that you are more than the sum of your worries, and that every deep breath is an opportunity to begin again. In this space, you learn to appreciate the small moments: a quiet cup of tea, the feel of a gentle breeze, or the sound of your own calm breathing. These moments become the building blocks of a peaceful life, helping you to see that true happiness lies in the simple act of being present. With each moment that you allow the deep calm to awaken within, you add to a reservoir of inner strength that supports you through both the easy days and the challenging ones. By returning to this calm state time and again, you slowly begin to transform your overall approach to life. The practice of deep mindful breathing teaches you that you are capable of finding peace within yourself, no matter what the day brings. This knowledge brings a sense of relief and empowerment that is both gentle and strong, like the soft glow of a lamp in a dark room. It is a constant reminder that the power to soothe your mind and body is always available to you, waiting just beneath the surface. As you cultivate this habit, you notice that the deep calm not only eases stress, but also opens up new ways of seeing the world around you. Colors seem brighter, sounds more harmonious, and even the simplest moments feel full of meaning and possibility. This awakening of calm is a quiet revolution, a transformation that starts from within and spreads out to touch every aspect of your life. In the final moments of your day, as you prepare to rest and let the calm carry you into a peaceful sleep, know that the deep calm awakened in your heart is a gift you can keep with you always. It is a gentle, steady companion that will guide you through the darkness and help you greet each new day with hope and resilience. The journey to uncovering this inner calm is one of self-discovery and self-love, a journey that is simple, powerful, and truly your own. Embrace the calm that awakens within you, and let it be a beacon of light that reminds you of the strength, peace, and beauty that lie at the core of your being. 6. Mindful sleep tricks. There comes a time when the day's busyness slowly fades, and a soft stillness begins to wrap around you. In these moments, mindful sleep tricks help you gently transition from the hectic pace of daily life to the soothing calm of sleep. With simple and thoughtful techniques, you can train your mind to relax and let go of any lingering stress or worries, creating a space where deep rest naturally takes over. Start by taking a few slow, deep breaths. Allow the cool air to fill your lungs and the warm air to leave your body with each gentle exhale. This simple act of breathing helps to slow down your racing thoughts and brings you into a state of mindfulness. As you focus on the rhythm of your breath, you become aware of each sensation and each moment, leaving behind the clutter of your day and embracing the peace that is already within you. There is great power in the ability to be present, and by practicing mindful sleep tricks, you remind yourself that each breath is an opportunity to return to a place of calm. Letting go of the day's stresses begins with the acceptance that it is okay to pause and simply be. In these moments, you allow your mind to settle, noticing the sensations in your body without judgment. This gentle observation is like turning off the background noise of your busy thoughts and finding a quiet, safe space inside yourself. As you continue to focus on your breath, you may notice that your body begins to relax naturally. The tension in your muscles eases, your heartbeat slows, and a deep sense of comfort starts to spread from your head down to your toes. These mindful sleep tricks are a reminder that even the smallest actions, like breathing slowly and paying attention to your body, can have a powerful impact on how you feel. In addition to focused breathing, it can be very helpful to create a bedtime routine that signals to your mind that it is time to relax. This might include turning off bright screens, dimming the lights, and engaging in a quiet activity such as reading a gentle book or listening to calming music. By establishing a routine that you follow each night, you build a habit that gradually trains your mind and body to transition into sleep mode. Over time, these practices become a comforting ritual that eases you into a peaceful state, allowing the worries of the day to melt away. A quiet environment, combined with soft sounds and a gentle routine, helps to clear your mind and prepare you for the rest that awaits. It is important to remember that these sleep tricks are not about forcing sleep, but about creating the right conditions for it to happen naturally. By letting go of the need to control every thought, you give yourself permission to simply relax. This gentle release is a way of honoring yourself and acknowledging that sleep is a vital part of your well-being. As you allow your mind to settle into this space of quiet awareness, you might notice that you become more aware of the small details around you, a soft hum in the background, the slight rustle of fabric, or the feeling of your body comfortably supported by your bed. These simple observations can become anchors that keep you grounded in the present moment. Each time you notice these small details, you build a bridge between the external world and the inner sanctuary of your mind. In this place, distractions fade away, and a deep sense of calm takes hold. The mindful sleep tricks that you practice are like little gifts to yourself, a way of saying, "I deserve this time to rest and renew." When you make space for these quiet moments, you invite not only sleep, but also a better quality of rest. With a calm mind and relaxed body, sleep comes more easily and you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to face the day. Over time, as you continue to practice these mindful techniques, you may find that your entire approach to sleep shifts. You begin to see sleep not as a challenge or a time when your mind is overwhelmed by stress, but as a natural and welcoming part of your daily rhythm. This shift in perspective is a powerful reminder that your well-being is in your hands, and that by taking small, thoughtful steps, you can create an environment where sleep is both peaceful and restorative. The beauty of these mindful sleep tricks is that they are simple enough to do every night, yet they have a lasting impact on your overall quality of life. As the day's worries dissolve and you focus on the gentle cadence of your breath, you realize that the power to find calm and sleep well lies within you. These practices help you build resilience against stress, nurture a deeper sense of self-care, and remind you that every night brings a new chance to rest, recover, and begin again with a clear mind and a light heart. In the soft glow of your quiet space, you slowly let go of the day's challenges and embrace the promise of rest. There is a peaceful strength in allowing yourself to be fully present in the moment, in trusting that sleep will come when your mind and body are ready. Each mindful breath and every simple action you take becomes a stepping stone on the path to a better night's sleep. This journey toward restful sleep is gentle and kind, a daily practice that nurtures your spirit and prepares you for the promise of a new day. With time, the mindful sleep tricks you embrace will help you create a life filled with more balance, calm, and the deep restorative sleep you deserve. 7. Empower your mind. A gentle shift in perspective can be the spark that lights a path to inner strength and quiet confidence. And when you empower your mind, you begin to unlock a reservoir of calm and clarity that gently supports you through every challenge. In the quiet moments when you allow your thoughts to slow down and your heart to open, you can find a way to nurture the inner power that has always been there. It is the understanding that every thought and every feeling holds a seed of possibility, and by choosing to focus on those positive moments, you begin to transform your inner world into a safe space filled with hope and resilience. This process of mental empowerment is a gentle, ongoing practice that does not demand grand gestures, but instead relies on small, consistent actions that remind you of your own worth. With each slow, mindful breath, you invite a sense of calm into your being, and with each thought of self-compassion, you build a foundation for growth. When you take the time to acknowledge your strengths, to celebrate even the smallest victories, and to appreciate the beauty of your journey, you create an inner dialogue that encourages you to believe in yourself and to trust that you can overcome obstacles with grace. This empowerment begins with the simple act of recognizing that you are in control of your own mind, that the power to change your feelings lies within your ability to choose how you react to the world around you. By focusing on positive thoughts and letting go of negative self-talk, you clear a path for a more peaceful state of mind. It is a process of gently releasing what no longer serves you, and in its place, inviting a sense of lightness and possibility. Each moment you spend reflecting on your achievements, no matter how small they may seem, adds to the strength that builds quietly within you. This steady accumulation of positive energy forms a shield against the pressures of daily life, allowing you to face challenges with a calm and centered spirit. When the mind is empowered, it is like a warm light that guides you through dark times, showing you that there is always a way to move forward with kindness and determination. Part of this journey involves being honest with yourself about your feelings and understanding that every emotion, whether joyful or difficult, is a chance to learn more about who you are and what you truly need. Instead of being overwhelmed by doubts or fears, you can gently remind yourself that each day is an opportunity to grow, and that every challenge is a stepping stone toward becoming a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. In the soft quiet of your evening, as the day's noise fades into the background, you might focus on the little moments that build up your inner strength. It could be the warmth of a kind word, the simple pleasure of a good cup of tea, or the gentle rhythm of a favorite song playing in the background. These small instances of beauty and care act as reminders that your life is filled with moments of joy and connection, and that your mind has the power to draw strength from these experiences. With time, the habit of seeking out and savoring these positive moments becomes a natural part of your daily routine, and the empowered mind you nurture becomes a constant source of support and inspiration. As you build this inner strength, you may find that challenges that once felt overwhelming begin to seem more manageable. The empowered mind learns to look at difficulties as opportunities for growth rather than as signs of weakness. It embraces change with a quiet determination and views each setback as a lesson that contributes to a more balanced and thoughtful way of living. This gentle approach to life is not about ignoring problems, but about finding the strength to face them with a sense of calm that comes from deep within. Each time you choose to empower your mind, you are making a choice to prioritize your well-being and to trust in your ability to create a positive, nurturing environment for yourself. It is a journey of self-discovery that rewards you with a choice, deeper understanding of your own potential, a greater appreciation for the beauty in the everyday, and a lasting sense of peace that accompanies the knowledge that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. As the night unfolds and you settle into a space of quiet reflection, remember that the power to empower your mind lies in simple, mindful practices. The act of taking a few deep breaths, of gently acknowledging your strengths, and of embracing the present moment is a powerful way to build the inner resilience that carries you through life. With each mindful moment, you create a small haven of calm that grows stronger over time, helping you to face the future with a confident and open heart. The journey of empowerment is one of gradual change, where every thoughtful action and every moment of self-compassion adds up to a profound sense of inner peace. Let this quiet strength be a guiding light that reminds you that you are enough, and that every day brings a new chance to nurture your mind and to let your inner light shine brighter. 8. Release tense energy. In the quiet hours when the mind finds a gentle space to rest, a soft and calming energy begins to spread throughout the body as tense energy slowly fades away. There is a time when stress builds up like a heavy weight on the shoulders, causing muscles to tighten and thoughts to become scattered, but through simple, mindful practices, it is possible to release that tension and let a feeling of deep relaxation take hold. A slow, steady rhythm of breath can act as a gentle key that unlocks the tight grip of stress, allowing the body to unwind naturally. When the breath flows in and out with ease, the heart rate calms, and a wave of peaceful energy begins to flow, gently dissolving the knots of tension that have built up during a busy day. Each deep, measured breath brings with it the promise of relief, inviting a quiet moment of rest that slowly washes away worries. The process of releasing tense energy is a gradual one, like the soft opening of a flower to the morning sun, where each petal unfurls slowly and naturally, revealing the inner beauty that lies within. By taking time to breathe and listen to the gentle rhythm of the body, one can discover that stress does not have to linger like an unwanted guest, but can be gently eased away through deliberate and kind actions. A peaceful environment helps to create this moment of calm, where the lights are soft and the sounds are gentle, setting the stage for the body to release the tightness that has accumulated over time. Simple practices, such as stretching lightly or letting the arms hang loosely by the sides, can be the start of a powerful journey to release the tension that weighs on both mind and body. When the body is allowed to move slowly and without hurry, it finds a natural rhythm that invites relaxation and inner peace. This process is not about forcing the body to relax, but about giving it the gentle permission to let go of the burdens it carries. With each mindful movement and every slow, calming breath, the energy of tension is replaced by a growing sense of ease that fills every corner of the body. In this state, the mind is free to wander in a calm space where the noise of daily worries becomes a distant memory and the focus shifts to the present moment. The gentle sensation of releasing tense energy is like a soft, healing balm that eases the body and calms the mind, allowing a person to experience a deep sense of restfulness that can carry through the night. It is a simple reminder that no matter how heavy the day may have been, there is always a chance to let go and find peace in the gentle flow of life. Each moment of calm brings with it the opportunity to nurture a sense of self-care that supports overall well-being, making it easier to face the challenges of tomorrow with a renewed spirit. Small acts of kindness toward oneself, such as taking a few extra minutes to enjoy the quiet, can make a significant difference in the way tense energy is released. With practice, these moments become a cherished part of the daily routine, a time when the body and mind join together in a gentle dance of relaxation that eases away the stress of the day. There is great comfort in knowing that every breath taken in the quiet of the night has the power to wash away tension and bring a sense of warmth and light to the heart. The simple act of focusing on the breath can be a guide that leads to a place of inner calm, where the tight knots of anxiety are slowly loosened by the steady, rhythmic flow of air in and out of the body. This journey to release tense energy is a quiet, patient process that does not require grand changes, but instead relies on the small, consistent habits that create a foundation of calm over time. With each passing day, the gentle practice of mindful breathing and soft movement builds a reserve of peace that can be called upon whenever stress arises. In this calm state, the body feels lighter and the mind becomes clearer, as if a soft veil of relaxation has been drawn over the complexities of life. The shift from tension to calm is like a soft, slow sunset that gradually gives way to the peaceful embrace of night, signaling that it is time to let go and rest. This transformation is a reminder that within each person lies the ability to release stress and welcome a deep sense of calm that nurtures every aspect of being. Every time the body and mind come together in this way, there is a quiet affirmation that relaxation is not only possible, but also a natural state to return to. It is an invitation to trust that by simply being present and allowing the tension to dissipate, a profound sense of ease will follow. The gentle process of releasing tense energy becomes a form of self-love, a way of caring for the body and mind with soft, mindful actions that remind us of our inner strength and capacity for peace. In the soft silence of the night, as the last rays of light fade away and a quiet calm takes over, there is a gentle promise that stress is not permanent. Instead, every deep, mindful breath is a step toward a more relaxed state where the worries of the day no longer have power. The simple act of releasing tense energy is a daily gift that brings a sense of renewal and hope, allowing a person to rest deeply and awaken with a lighter heart. Embracing this practice with kindness and patience builds a quiet strength that can carry through the challenges of life, making it clear that true peace comes from within. Each breath, each gentle movement reinforces the idea that relaxation is a natural part of life and that every moment offers a new chance to let go and find calm. In this ongoing journey, the ability to release tense energy becomes a cherished skill, a reminder that even on the most challenging days, there is always a path back to a place of quiet rest and inner peace. 9. Elevate positive vibes. A small shift in focus can turn even the most challenging moments into opportunities for growth and happiness. The mind naturally absorbs the energy it is surrounded by, and when that energy is filled with positivity, everything feels lighter, calmer, and more balanced. Positive vibes are not just about forcing a smile or pretending that everything is perfect. They come from within, from the small choices made every day, to see the good, to embrace gratitude, and to find peace in the present moment. The power of positive energy is not about denying difficulties, but about choosing to rise above them with a sense of calm and purpose. Just like sunlight breaking through the clouds, a single positive thought can brighten even the darkest days, bringing warmth and comfort to the heart. The journey to elevating positive vibes begins with awareness. It starts with noticing the small moments that bring joy: a soft breeze on the skin, the sound of laughter, the warmth of a cozy blanket. These simple moments hold the power to shift emotions, reminding the mind that happiness is always within reach. With each deep breath, there is an opportunity to release tension and invite calmness, to let go of the unnecessary weight of worries and allow a feeling of ease to take over. The more attention is given to peaceful thoughts, the stronger they become, gently pushing away negativity and making space for a sense of deep relaxation. Surrounding oneself with uplifting energy is another way to cultivate positivity. The words spoken, the thoughts entertained, and the people engaged with all shape the emotional atmosphere. Choosing to listen to soothing sounds, to engage in comforting conversations, and to focus on hopeful ideas can create an environment where positive energy flourishes naturally. Even small actions, like offering a kind word or appreciating the little things, can set off a ripple effect, spreading warmth and encouragement in every direction. The energy that is shared with the world has a way of returning, reinforcing the cycle of joy and inner peace. The body and mind are deeply connected, and a shift in physical state can directly influence emotional well-being. Simple movements, like stretching gently or taking slow, mindful breaths, help clear away stress and make room for a greater sense of balance. Letting go of tension in the shoulders, softening the muscles of the face, and relaxing the hands can create an instant sense of ease, allowing positive energy to flow more freely. The body responds to kindness, and by treating it with care and attention, it becomes easier to maintain a peaceful and uplifted state of mind. Another way to elevate positive vibes is through gratitude. Taking a moment to recognize the good things, no matter how small, creates a shift in perspective. Instead of focusing on what is missing, the focus turns to what is already present, bringing a sense of contentment and appreciation. Gratitude is a powerful tool that transforms the way life is experienced, allowing more joy to enter with each passing moment. It is a gentle reminder that happiness does not have to be something far away or difficult to achieve. It is found in the everyday moments that often go unnoticed. Letting go of unnecessary worries is another important step. The mind can sometimes hold on to fears and doubts, replaying them over and over, but learning to release them creates space for peace to settle in. Thoughts are powerful, and choosing which ones to hold on to can change the entire emotional experience. Instead of dwelling on uncertainties, shifting the focus to the present moment brings clarity and a sense of calm. Trusting in the flow of life and allowing things to unfold naturally reduces stress and invites a deeper sense of inner harmony. Spending time in nature can also help in elevating positive energy. The gentle rustling of leaves, the rhythmic sound of waves, or the soft chirping of birds all have a soothing effect on the mind. Nature has a way of grounding energy, bringing a sense of connection to something greater. Even a short walk outside or a moment of fresh air can refresh the mind and uplift the spirit, reminding that peace is always within reach. The natural world offers endless reminders of beauty and balance, encouraging a state of calm and appreciation. The thoughts and words spoken to oneself matter just as much as the ones shared with others. Speaking with kindness, patience, and encouragement creates a foundation of self-care that strengthens emotional well-being. Negative self-talk can drain energy and invite stress, while gentle, uplifting words have the power to heal and inspire. Being mindful of inner dialogue and choosing words that bring comfort and motivation can transform the way challenges are approached, making it easier to navigate life with a sense of ease and confidence. Laughter and joy are some of the simplest and most effective ways to elevate positive vibes. Even in difficult times, a moment of lightness can make all the difference. Watching something funny, sharing a joke, or simply allowing the body to relax into a smile can shift emotions instantly. Joy is not something that has to be searched for. It is always present, waiting to be embraced. By allowing moments of playfulness and humor, stress fades, and the mind feels refreshed, creating space for greater peace and happiness. In moments of stillness, the beauty of positive energy becomes even more apparent. A quiet space, free from distractions, allows for deeper connection with oneself. Taking a few moments to close the eyes, breathe deeply, and let thoughts settle creates a sense of renewal. In these moments, the weight of the world feels lighter, and a gentle sense of calm spreads through the body. It is a simple yet powerful way to reset and return to a place of inner peace. The practice of elevating positive vibes is not about ignoring challenges or pretending that difficulties do not exist. It is about choosing how to respond, finding moments of peace in the midst of chaos, and recognizing the strength within to create a brighter experience. Every small effort to cultivate joy, gratitude, and kindness adds up, shaping a life filled with more ease and fulfillment. The energy put into the world has a way of coming back, creating a cycle of positivity that grows with time. Each day offers a fresh start, a new opportunity to embrace positive energy and let go of anything that no longer serves. By making small, intentional choices, a peaceful and uplifting state of mind becomes easier to maintain. Whether through gentle breathing, gratitude, laughter, or acts of kindness, positive vibes can be nurtured and strengthened, creating a sense of calm and joy that extends far beyond the present moment. In this state, challenges feel more manageable, emotions become more balanced, and life takes on a greater sense of harmony. 10. Boost mental clarity. A clear mind feels light, focused, and ready to handle anything that comes its way. Mental clarity is not just about thinking faster or remembering things better. It is about feeling a sense of calm and confidence in every decision. When the mind is clear, worries fade, and everything seems easier to manage. There is no need to struggle with scattered thoughts or overwhelming emotions. Instead, each moment feels more meaningful, and every task becomes smoother. But in a world full of distractions, stress, and endless information, maintaining this level of clarity can sometimes feel like a challenge. The good news is that small shifts in habits and thinking patterns can bring the mind back to a peaceful and focused state, making it easier to think clearly and feel balanced. One of the biggest obstacles to mental clarity is overthinking. The mind has a way of running in circles, replaying past mistakes, or worrying about the future. This constant mental chatter creates noise, making it hard to focus on the present. But clarity comes when unnecessary thoughts are gently set aside. Instead of letting the mind drift into worries, bringing attention back to the moment can create an instant sense of ease. A deep breath, a short pause, or a few moments of stillness can help reset the mind, allowing it to let go of distractions and return to a state of calm focus. Another way to boost mental clarity is by simplifying daily routines. A cluttered space often leads to a cluttered mind, so taking time to organize surroundings can have a powerful effect on thoughts and emotions. A clean and peaceful environment makes it easier to concentrate, reducing mental fatigue and stress. Even small actions, like making a to-do list or clearing unnecessary items from a workspace, can bring a sense of order that helps the mind function more efficiently. When there is less mental and physical clutter, it becomes easier to think clearly and stay present. Taking care of the body also plays a key role in mental clarity. The brain needs proper rest, nutrition, and movement to function at its best. A well-rested mind is naturally sharper and more focused, while lack of sleep can make thoughts feel foggy and slow. Nourishing the body with the right foods, staying hydrated, and getting regular movement all contribute to better cognitive function. Even a short walk or a few minutes of stretching can refresh the mind, improving focus and reducing stress. The connection between the body and mind is strong, and when one is well taken care of, the other benefits as well. Slowing down and practicing mindfulness can also improve mental clarity. The mind often feels overwhelmed when too many things are happening at once, but focusing on one task at a time makes everything feel more manageable. Rushing through tasks or jumping between different thoughts can lead to confusion and stress, while a steady and intentional approach creates a sense of control and balance. Whether it is eating, working, or having a conversation, giving full attention to the present moment allows the mind to function with greater efficiency and ease. Letting go of unnecessary mental baggage is another way to clear the mind. Thoughts about past regrets or worries about things that cannot be controlled create unnecessary stress. By accepting that some things are beyond control and choosing to focus on what can be changed, the mind becomes lighter and more focused. Releasing these mental burdens does not mean ignoring responsibilities, but rather shifting attention to what truly matters in the present. This simple shift in perspective can create a lasting sense of mental clarity and peace. Limiting distractions is also key to keeping the mind sharp and focused. Constant notifications, background noise, and information overload can make it difficult to think clearly. Taking breaks from screens, setting aside quiet moments, and creating boundaries with technology can help the brain reset. A few minutes of silence or a short break from social media can refresh the mind, making it easier to concentrate and process information. The less the mind is pulled in different directions, the more clarity it can achieve. Practicing gratitude and positive thinking can also clear mental fog. Negative thoughts take up mental space and drain energy, while a positive outlook brings clarity and motivation. Focusing on the good, even in small ways, shifts the mind away from stress and towards solutions. Expressing appreciation for simple things, like a peaceful morning, a kind conversation, or a moment of laughter, creates a mindset that is more open and clear. The way thoughts are framed has a direct impact on how the mind functions, and choosing to focus on positivity can make a significant difference. Deep breathing and relaxation techniques can also help clear the mind. When stress builds up, thoughts can become scattered and difficult to manage. Taking slow, deep breaths calms the nervous system, allowing the brain to process thoughts more effectively. A few moments of intentional breathing, meditation, or even listening to soothing sounds can bring the mind back to a place of clarity and balance. These simple practices create space between thoughts, making it easier to focus on what is truly important. Another important factor in mental clarity is knowing when to take breaks. The brain, like any other part of the body, needs rest to function at its best. Pushing through mental exhaustion only leads to more confusion and frustration, while taking short breaks can recharge the mind. Stepping away from a task, going outside, or simply closing the eyes for a moment can provide a mental reset that improves focus and productivity. Rest is not a sign of weakness, it is a necessary part of maintaining a clear and efficient mind. Mental clarity is not about having all the answers or never feeling overwhelmed. It is about creating space for thoughts to flow smoothly, making it easier to handle challenges with confidence and ease. Simple daily habits, like slowing down, staying present, taking care of the body, and letting go of unnecessary stress, can make a powerful difference. A clear mind leads to better decisions, greater focus, and a deeper sense of inner peace. The more attention is given to creating a balanced mental state, the more effortless clarity becomes. 11. Quiet inner voice. There is a voice inside that never seems to stop talking. It comments on everything, brings up past mistakes, worries about the future, and sometimes fills the mind with doubt. This inner voice can be supportive, but often It is the loudest when self-doubt or fear takes over. The constant chatter can be exhausting, making it difficult to feel at peace. Thoughts pile up, creating mental noise that takes away from the present moment. But learning to quiet the inner voice does not mean silencing it completely. It means shifting it from being a source of stress to a source of calm. When this voice becomes gentle and encouraging instead of critical, the mind finds balance, and life feels lighter. The first step in quieting the inner voice is to recognize when it is speaking too loudly. Often, it runs in the background, repeating the same thoughts over and over without being noticed. But paying attention to it allows a shift in control. Instead of letting it take over, there is a choice to step back and observe. The moment this voice is noticed, it loses some of its power. It is not reality. It is simply a collection of thoughts. Just because it says something does not mean it is true. Recognizing this fact is the first step toward calming it down. Slowing down helps reduce the volume of mental noise. The mind often races when life feels rushed, jumping from one task to another, trying to solve every problem at once, or constantly seeking distractions makes it difficult to find stillness. But when moments of quiet are created, pausing between tasks, taking deep breaths, or simply sitting in silence, the inner voice naturally slows down. The more space there is for calmness, the less control the voice has. It becomes softer, more thoughtful, and less overwhelming. Changing the tone of the inner voice can also make a huge difference. Many people speak to themselves in a way they would never speak to a friend. The inner voice can be critical, harsh, or even discouraging. But what if it was kind, supportive, and understanding instead? Replacing negative thoughts with gentle encouragement transforms the way the mind works. Instead of saying, "I am not good enough," shifting to, "I am learning and growing," creates a sense of peace. The way the inner voice speaks shapes emotions, confidence, and the overall experience of life. By choosing a kinder inner dialogue, stress decreases and self-trust grows. Letting go of unnecessary thoughts also brings relief. The mind holds on to worries, regrets, and imagined scenarios, filling space with things that may never happen. But most of these thoughts serve no real purpose. Asking a simple question, "Is this thought helpful?" can make it easier to let go of the ones that are not. If a thought only creates stress without leading to a solution, it can be set aside. The mind does not have to entertain every idea it creates. Choosing which thoughts deserve attention and which ones do not gives back a sense of control. Practicing mindfulness brings even more quiet to the mind. When fully present in an activity, whether eating, walking, or simply breathing, the inner voice naturally becomes softer. It does not disappear, but it fades into the background, allowing for a deeper connection to the moment. The more often the mind is trained to focus on the now, the less it gets lost in unnecessary thoughts. Every time attention is brought back to the present, the inner voice becomes quieter, allowing for a deeper sense of peace and clarity. The power of deep breathing should not be underestimated. When the inner voice becomes overwhelming, pausing to take slow, deep breaths resets the mind. Breathing deeply calms the nervous system, reducing stress and bringing a sense of balance. A few intentional breaths can shift the mind from a state of chaos to one of stillness. The connection between breath and thought is strong. When the breath is steady and relaxed, the mind follows. Setting boundaries with external noise also helps quiet the internal voice. Constant input from social media, news, and endless conversations can keep the mind in a state of overactivity. Taking breaks from screens, spending time in nature, or simply enjoying a quiet moment without distractions creates the space needed for inner peace. The less external noise there is, the easier it is to calm the voice inside. Journaling can be a powerful tool for clearing mental clutter. Writing down thoughts gets them out of the mind and onto paper, where they can be seen more clearly. Sometimes, simply expressing what is inside reduces its intensity. Seeing thoughts written down often makes them feel less overwhelming. A few minutes of journaling each day can bring a sense of order to the mind, making it easier to quiet the voice that constantly repeats them. Focusing on gratitude shifts attention away from negative thoughts. When the mind is filled with appreciation, there is less room for worry or self-doubt. Taking a moment to acknowledge the good, whether it is a small success, a kind gesture, or something as simple as a peaceful moment, brings a natural sense of calm. The inner voice cannot be loud when the heart is full of gratitude. Sometimes laughter is the best way to quiet the mind. Taking life too seriously often gives the inner voice more power, but finding humor, even in small things, lightens the mood and reduces mental tension. Watching something funny, sharing a laugh with a friend, or simply smiling at a silly thought can break the cycle of overthinking. Laughter reminds the mind not to hold on to every thought so tightly. The journey to quieting the inner voice is not about achieving complete silence. It is about creating balance, learning to turn down the volume when it becomes too loud, and shifting its tone to one of kindness and support. The more attention is given to calming the mind, the easier it becomes to find moments of peace. And, with each moment of quiet, life feels lighter, clearer, and more enjoyable. 12. Transform night thoughts. When the world gets quiet, the mind often does the opposite. Thoughts seem louder, racing from one worry to the next, making it difficult to relax. A small concern can suddenly feel huge, and memories from the past or plans for the future take over, creating a cycle of overthinking. The mind, instead of slowing down for sleep, becomes more active, making rest seem impossible. But nighttime thoughts do not have to be overwhelming. They can be transformed into something peaceful, something that brings comfort instead of stress. With a few small changes, the way thoughts behave at night can shift, allowing for deeper relaxation and better sleep. The first step in transforming night thoughts is understanding why they become louder in the first place. During the day, distractions keep the mind busy: work, conversations, responsibilities. But at night, when everything slows down, thoughts have more space to appear. The brain, still in problem-solving mode, looks for things to focus on, sometimes clinging to worries or replaying past events. This is natural, but it does not have to control the night. Recognizing this pattern makes it easier to shift the focus. Instead of letting thoughts take over, there is a choice to guide them in a different direction. One of the most effective ways to calm the mind at night is through gentle redirection. If thoughts are stressful, shifting to something neutral or positive can help. Thinking about a peaceful place, a happy memory, or even focusing on slow breathing gives the mind something else to follow. Instead of letting thoughts spiral into worry, guiding them toward something calming reduces their intensity. The mind can be trained, just like a muscle. The more often it is directed toward peace, the easier it becomes to find that peace. Breathing plays a powerful role in quieting the mind. Slow, deep breaths send a signal to the body that it is safe, reducing stress and promoting relaxation. When thoughts feel overwhelming, focusing on each inhale and exhale can create a sense of calm. A simple technique is to breathe in slowly for 4 counts, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. This not only distracts the mind from anxious thoughts, but also physically relaxes the body, preparing it for sleep. Breathing is always available. It is a built-in tool for finding stillness whenever it is needed. Another helpful approach is setting boundaries with nighttime thoughts. The mind may try to bring up tasks for the next day, replay conversations, or analyze problems that cannot be solved in that moment. But night is not the time for problem solving. One way to manage this is by keeping a small notebook nearby. Writing down any lingering thoughts or worries before bed tells the mind that they will be handled later. This simple act can ease mental tension, allowing for more restful sleep. Creating a soothing nighttime routine also helps signal to the brain that it is time to slow down. Bright screens, intense conversations, or stimulating activities keep the mind alert. But soft lighting, calming sounds, and gentle activities like reading or listening to relaxing music prepare the brain for rest. The more consistent the routine, the stronger the signal that it is time to unwind. The mind responds to patterns, and when a routine tells it that night is a time for calm, it begins to follow that rhythm naturally. Letting go of the need to control thoughts can also bring relief. Sometimes the more effort is put into stopping thoughts, the stronger they become. Instead of forcing the mind to be quiet, allowing it to wander while gently guiding it toward calmness is more effective. Accepting that thoughts will come and go without reacting to them helps reduce their power. Observing them, rather than engaging with them, creates distance, making it easier to relax. Focusing on gratitude at night can also shift the tone of thoughts. Instead of worrying about what went wrong during the day, reflecting on what went right changes the overall mental atmosphere. Thinking about small moments of joy, acts of kindness, or simple comforts creates a sense of warmth and contentment. This not only makes falling asleep easier, but also improves the overall quality of rest. Gratitude brings the mind into the present, where peace is found. Sometimes night thoughts feel heavy because of unprocessed emotions. The mind may bring up feelings that were ignored during the day, seeking resolution. Taking time to acknowledge emotions rather than push them away can help. Journaling, deep breathing, or even mentally labeling emotions as they arise can provide clarity. Understanding that emotions are temporary allows them to pass more easily rather than keeping the mind restless. Using visualization can be another powerful tool. Imagining a calm place, such as a quiet beach or a peaceful forest, engages the senses and shifts attention away from racing thoughts. Visualizing gentle waves, soft breezes, or warm sunlight creates a mental space of relaxation. The brain responds to imagery, and the more detailed the visualization, the more real it feels. This can be a simple yet effective way to calm the mind and prepare for sleep. Laughter and lightheartedness before bed can also help release tension. Watching or reading something uplifting, thinking about funny moments, or simply smiling before sleep can change the emotional state. A relaxed mind makes it easier to let go of stress and enter a peaceful sleep. Transforming night thoughts is not about silencing the mind completely. It is about creating an inner environment where thoughts support relaxation instead of causing stress. With gentle redirection, calming techniques, and an understanding of the mind's patterns, nighttime can become a time of comfort rather than overthinking. Small changes, repeated consistently, make a big difference. Over time, the mind learns to associate night with peace, allowing for deep and restful sleep. 13. Embrace relaxation. Now, relaxation is not something that has to be earned after a long, exhausting day. It is not something that only happens when everything is perfect. It is available at any moment, and embracing it now can bring a sense of calm and peace, no matter what is happening in life. The mind often tells a story that relaxation comes later. After all the work is done, after problems are solved, after everything feels right, but waiting for the perfect time to relax can create a cycle of stress and exhaustion. True relaxation is not about escaping from life, but about finding peace within it, exactly as it is. The body and mind are deeply connected. When stress builds up, it does not just stay in thoughts. It moves into the body, creating tension in the muscles, tightening the breath, and making it harder to feel at ease. Noticing where tension sits in the body is the first step in releasing it. The shoulders might be slightly raised, the jaw might be clenched, or the stomach might feel tight. These are all signs that the body is holding on to stress. Simply bringing awareness to these areas and gently relaxing them can make a difference. Letting the shoulders drop, unclenching the jaw, and taking a deep breath can signal to the body that it is safe to let go. Breathing deeply is one of the simplest and most powerful ways to embrace relaxation. The breath is always present, always available, and it holds the power to shift the nervous system from stress to calm. A slow inhale through the nose, followed by a gentle exhale through the mouth, can send a message to the body that it is time to unwind. With each breath, tension can melt away, making space for peace. Another way to relax instantly is through mindful awareness. Often, stress comes from being caught up in thoughts. thinking about what happened earlier or worrying about what might come next. But relaxation exists in the present moment. Bringing attention to what is happening right now, the feeling of air on the skin, the weight of the body on a surface, or the sounds in the room, can anchor the mind in the present, where calmness is always within reach. Creating small relaxation rituals throughout the day can help train the mind and body to find ease more naturally. It could be as simple as sipping a warm drink slowly, taking a short walk without distractions, or closing the eyes for a moment. 2. Reset. These tiny pauses remind the body that relaxation is not just for the end of the day. It is something that can be woven into every moment. Letting go of unnecessary tension also means releasing the need to control everything. The mind often holds on to worries, trying to predict or fix things that are out of reach. But not everything needs to be figured out right now. Some things will unfold in their own time. Allowing space for uncertainty, rather than fighting against it, can bring a deep sense of relief. Trusting that things will work out, even without constant effort, is a powerful step toward relaxation. Soothing sounds can also support relaxation. Gentle music, the sound of flowing water, or even the rhythmic ticking of a clock can create an environment of calm. The mind responds to sensory input, so choosing sounds that feel peaceful can help shift into a relaxed state more easily. The way the body is positioned also affects relaxation. Lying down with arms and legs slightly apart, or sitting in a comfortable position with the spine relaxed, can encourage a feeling of ease. The body's posture can signal the brain that it is time to rest. Releasing tension does not mean ignoring emotions. Sometimes, stress comes from unprocessed feelings. Taking a moment to acknowledge emotions, without judgment, can make them feel lighter. Writing thoughts down, talking to a trusted person, or simply recognizing feelings as they are, can help clear mental space for relaxation. Laughter is another natural way to relax. Watching or listening to something funny, remembering a joyful moment, or even smiling for no reason can shift the body and mind into a more relaxed state. Laughter releases tension and brings the nervous system into balance. At its core, relaxation is about allowing, not forcing. It is not something to chase or achieve. It is something to welcome. It is a return to the natural state of ease that exists beneath the noise of daily life. The more often relaxation is embraced, the easier it becomes to access, no matter what is happening. Peace is always available. All it takes is a moment to connect with it. 14. Silence daily noise. The world is filled with noise. From the moment the day begins, sounds flood the mind. Notifications, conversations, distant traffic, endless thoughts racing through the brain. This constant stream of noise can make it difficult to focus, relax, or feel a sense of peace. True silence is rare, but it is also powerful. It is in those quiet moments that the mind can reset, emotions can settle, and clarity can emerge. Finding ways to silence daily noise, even for a little while, can create space for deeper calm and inner balance. Noise is not just external. It also exists inside the mind. A restless mind can feel louder than a crowded room. Thoughts about unfinished tasks, past mistakes, or future worries can create a mental noise that is just as overwhelming as any physical sound. When the mind is constantly filled with chatter, it becomes harder to listen to what truly matters. Learning to quiet the mental noise can bring a sense of clarity and calm that lasts far beyond the moment. One of the simplest ways to silence daily noise is to step away from distractions. The modern world is designed for constant stimulation. Phones buzz with updates, screens glow with endless information, and background noise fills every space. But choosing to step back, even for a few minutes, can create a powerful shift. Turning off notifications, closing the eyes, and sitting in stillness can feel unfamiliar at first, but with time, it becomes a source of comfort. Deep breathing is another tool for quieting the noise. When attention is focused on the breath, the mind naturally begins to slow down. A deep inhale followed by a slow exhale can create a pause in the mental chatter. With each breath, the world feels a little quieter, a little softer. It is a simple practice, but one that brings immediate relief. Nature also offers a natural way to find silence. Stepping outside, feeling the breeze, or listening to the subtle sounds of the environment can create a sense of peace. Even in a noisy world, nature has a way of bringing stillness. The rustling of leaves, the distant sound of birds, or the rhythm of waves can remind the mind that silence is always present. It just takes a moment to notice it. Another way to silence daily noise is to be mindful of what enters the mind. Constant exposure to stressful news, endless scrolling, or too much stimulation can make it hard to find quiet. Setting boundaries around what is consumed, whether it is media, conversations, or even personal thoughts, can help protect mental peace. Not everything requires attention. Choosing what to focus on can create more space for stillness. Creating a quiet space can also make a difference. Whether it is a corner of a room, a cozy chair, or even a small area with soft lighting, having a dedicated place for peace can train the mind to relax. It does not have to be completely silent, just free from unnecessary distractions. Over time, the brain begins to associate this space with calm, making it easier to slip into relaxation whenever needed. Letting go of unnecessary thoughts is another way to reduce internal noise. The mind often holds on to things that do not serve it, regrets, comparisons, worries that may never happen. But not every thought needs to be entertained. Allowing thoughts to pass like clouds in the sky without attaching to them can create more mental space. Writing thoughts down or speaking them aloud can also help release them, making room for stillness. Practicing intentional silence can bring unexpected benefits. In silence, creativity awakens. Solutions to problems become clearer. Emotions feel more balanced. The body and mind find a natural rhythm that is often lost in the noise of daily life. Silence is not empty. It is full of answers that can only be heard when the world quiets down. It is easy to believe that silence is something that must be found in perfect conditions. A quiet room, a peaceful day, a moment free from responsibilities. But silence is always available, even in small moments. Taking a deep breath, stepping away from distractions, or simply choosing not to react to every thought can create instant calm. It is not about removing all noise, but about learning to find peace within it. The mind does not have to be loud to be productive. In fact, some of the best ideas, deepest insights, and most meaningful moments come in the quiet. Making time for silence, even for just a few minutes each day, can transform the way life feels. It is a reminder that stillness is not something to chase. It is something that already exists, waiting to be embraced. 15. Find inner peace. The mind is often filled with endless thoughts, shifting from one worry to another, making it hard to feel calm. Finding inner peace is not about escaping from life's responsibilities or ignoring emotions. It is about creating balance, a state where the mind feels lighter, the heart feels calmer, and life feels more manageable. True peace does not come from the outside world. It is something that can only be nurtured from within. Inner peace begins with awareness. Many people go through life reacting to situations without realizing how much power they have over their own emotions. Stress, frustration, and sadness often feel like forces beyond control, but they are actually influenced by perspective. When the mind learns to pause, observe, and choose a response instead of reacting instantly, a sense of calm begins to grow. One of the greatest obstacles to inner peace is overthinking. The mind tends to replay past events, analyze every detail, and create imaginary future problems. This cycle of thoughts can be exhausting. Learning to let go of unnecessary thoughts is one of the most powerful ways to cultivate peace. Thoughts are like clouds. They come and go. Instead of holding on to them, watching them pass with acceptance allows the mind to relax. Breathing deeply is a simple but powerful way to invite peace into the present moment. When the breath slows down, the nervous system calms, and the body begins to feel lighter. A slow inhale, followed by a gentle exhale, sends a signal to the brain that there is no need for tension. With each breath, the weight of stress starts to fade, and a sense of ease takes its place. Silence is another key to inner peace. The world is filled with noise, both external and internal. Taking time each day to sit in stillness, away from distractions, allows the mind to reset. It is in silence that clarity is found, where emotions settle, and where true relaxation begins. Even a few moments of quiet can make a significant difference in how the day feels. Letting go of control is one of the hardest, yet most rewarding steps toward inner peace. Life is unpredictable, and trying to control everything only leads to stress. Accepting that not everything needs to be figured out at once allows the mind to relax. Trusting the process, rather than resisting it, creates space for peace to grow. Gratitude has the ability to transform the way life is experienced. Instead of focusing on what is missing, appreciating what is present shifts the mind toward positivity. Even in difficult times, there is always something to be grateful for. The warmth of sunlight, the kindness of a stranger, the ability to take a deep breath. Gratitude brings a sense of contentment that quiets the restless mind. Letting go of negativity is essential for inner peace. Holding on to resentment, anger, or past disappointments only creates inner turmoil. Forgiveness is not about excusing bad behavior. It is about freeing the mind from carrying unnecessary burdens. Releasing what no longer serves brings a lightness that allows peace to settle in. The way the body is treated also affects inner peace. Lack of sleep, unhealthy food, and constant stress can make the mind feel restless. Taking care of the body through proper rest, movement, and nourishment creates a foundation for mental clarity and calm. A well-rested body supports a peaceful mind. Slowing down allows peace to naturally arise. The modern world encourages rushing, finishing tasks quickly, constantly staying busy, always planning the next step. But peace is found in the present moment, not in the next accomplishment. Walking slower, eating mindfully, and truly listening during conversations all bring a sense of calm into daily life. Inner peace is not about never feeling stressed or upset. It is about developing the ability to return to a state of calm, no matter what happens. It is about recognizing that thoughts and emotions come and go, but beneath them, there is always a steady place of stillness waiting to be embraced. Peace is not something that needs to be found. It is already within, just waiting to be noticed. 16. Positive thought flow. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the flood of thoughts that fill our minds each day. From the moment we wake up, the mind often begins racing with a constant stream of thoughts. Some thoughts are about things we need to do, others are worries about the future, and some might be reflections on past events. This constant chatter in the mind can create stress, confusion, and even anxiety. But what if it was possible to guide the flow of thoughts in a more positive direction? Imagine if, instead of feeling weighed down by negative thoughts, you could direct your mind toward positivity and peace. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's something that anyone can practice, and the results can be truly transformative. The flow of thoughts is not something we have to accept as it comes. With a little awareness, it's possible to influence the direction of our thoughts, just like steering a boat in the water. By paying attention to what we focus on, we can begin to shift our thought patterns from negativity to positivity. One of the first steps in creating a positive thought flow is simply becoming aware of the thoughts we're having. Most of the time, our thoughts run on autopilot. We aren't even aware of the words or images in our minds, but they affect our mood, energy, and overall sense of well-being. Once we realize that we have the ability to control our thoughts, it becomes easier to make choices that align with our goals and values. One way to create a more positive thought flow is through positive affirmations. These are short, simple statements that reflect the mindset you want to cultivate. For example, telling yourself, "I'm capable of achieving my goals," or "I am deserving of happiness," can help reframe your thinking. At first, it might feel strange or forced, but with practice, these affirmations can help train the mind to focus on the good rather than the bad. Repeating positive affirmations throughout the day can change the internal narrative shifting it from self-doubt or fear to one of confidence and empowerment. Another powerful technique for guiding positive thoughts is gratitude. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to improve your mindset. When you begin to focus on the things you are thankful for, whether big or small, it brings a sense of appreciation and joy into your life. Even in difficult times, there is always something to be grateful for. It could be something as simple as the warmth of the sun on your skin, the comfort of your bed, or the love of family and friends. Taking a few moments each day to reflect on what you're grateful for can shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. Gratitude creates a positive feedback loop in the mind, making it easier to find joy in everyday moments. Mindfulness is another powerful tool for fostering a positive thought flow. Often we get caught up in our thoughts, overthinking situations and worrying about the future. Mindfulness teaches us to be present in the moment, paying attention to our thoughts without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we can notice when negative thoughts arise, and instead of reacting to them, we can let them pass without attaching too much meaning. This awareness helps create space between ourselves and our thoughts, allowing us to choose a more positive perspective. Visualizing positive outcomes is another technique that can help guide your thoughts toward positivity. When you visualize success, happiness, or peace, you're training your mind to expect positive results. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect, but rather focusing on the positive possibilities. For instance, before a big meeting, you might visualize yourself speaking confidently and achieving your goals. This positive mental image helps to boost your confidence and create a mindset that is more open to success. By regularly visualizing positive outcomes, you build a mental environment that supports your goals and dreams. It's also important to recognize the impact of the people around us on our thought patterns. The energy and attitudes of others can influence our own mindset. If we spend time with people who are negative or critical, it can be harder to maintain a positive thought flow. Surrounding ourselves with supportive, positive individuals can help foster a healthier, more optimistic mindset. Positive people inspire us to see the good in ourselves and the world around us, encouraging us to keep our thoughts focused on possibilities rather than limitations. Another way to improve the flow of positive thoughts is through acts of kindness. Helping others, whether through small gestures or larger acts, creates a sense of fulfillment and connection. When we contribute to the well-being of others, it brings us closer to our own sense of purpose and happiness. Giving freely, whether it's through a compliment, a helping hand, or simply listening, creates a ripple effect of positivity. These positive actions not only help others feel good, but they also enhance our own sense of joy and satisfaction. Exercise is another simple yet effective way to improve your mental state and foster positive thoughts. Physical activity helps to release endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. Whether it's a brisk walk in nature, a yoga session, or a workout at the gym, movement helps clear the mind and shift your focus. When we take care of our bodies, our mental health benefits as well. A strong, healthy body creates a foundation for a clear, positive mind. Finally, it's essential to be patient with yourself. Cultivating a positive thought flow takes time and practice. There will be days when negative thoughts sneak in, and that's okay. The goal isn't to eliminate all negative thoughts, but to create a balance where positivity has the space to grow. When we are kind and patient with ourselves, we allow room for improvement, and we create a mindset that is compassionate and understanding. In conclusion, positive thought flow is not something that happens overnight, but with awareness, practice, and patience, it is entirely possible to guide your thoughts toward a more positive, peaceful direction. By using techniques like affirmations, gratitude, mindfulness, visualization, and surrounding ourselves with positivity, we can begin to change the way we think and experience life. Positive thoughts create a ripple effect, improving not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. Each small shift in mindset brings us closer to the peace and happiness we all deserve. 17. Tranquil Mind Journey. Life is often filled with hustle and bustle, constant activity, and distractions that can create mental clutter. It's easy to get caught up in the noise of daily life, and over time, this can leave us feeling stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed. Our minds, much like our bodies, need rest and rejuvenation. That's where the concept of a tranquil mind journey comes in. By intentionally focusing on calming and peaceful experiences, we can quiet the mind, find stillness, and invite a sense of inner peace into our daily lives. A tranquil mind journey doesn't require you to escape your surroundings or change the world around you. Instead, it is about learning to control your inner world. With practice, you can train your mind to enter a state of calm, even amidst the chaos of life. The goal is to create an internal space where peace and relaxation flow naturally. Imagine being able to tap into a sense of calm, no matter what's happening around you. This is the power of a tranquil mind journey. One of the simplest ways to begin a tranquil mind journey is through deep breathing exercises. Breathing is something we do naturally, but it's easy to overlook its calming effects. When we breathe deeply, it activates the body's parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for relaxation. By focusing on slow, deep breaths, you can send a signal to your body and mind to calm down. Start by taking a few minutes each day to breathe deeply, paying close attention to how the air feels as it enters and exits your body. Feel the tension melt away with each breath. As you focus on your breath, it's natural for your mind to wander. This is perfectly normal. The key to the tranquil mind journey is not to fight those thoughts, but to acknowledge them and gently bring your attention back to your breath. Over time, this practice helps quiet the constant chatter in your mind, allowing you to experience stillness and calm more regularly. It's a powerful way to reset your mental state and create space for tranquility to enter your life. Another important aspect of a tranquil mind journey is creating moments of stillness in your day. In our busy world, it's easy to forget the importance of rest. We're often so focused on doing and achieving that we neglect to simply be. But stillness is where the magic happens. When we take the time to pause and disconnect from the noise around us, we give ourselves the opportunity to recharge. Whether it's sitting quietly with a cup of tea, taking a walk in nature, or simply sitting in silence for a few minutes, these moments of stillness allow our minds to relax and reset. In addition to stillness, it's important to incorporate mindfulness into your tranquil mind journey. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment without judgment. It's about observing your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. When we practice mindfulness, we are not trying to control our thoughts, but rather allowing ourselves to experience them with curiosity and acceptance. This practice helps us to disconnect from the constant stream of worries, regrets, and fears that can overwhelm us. By focusing on the present moment, we free ourselves from the grip of negative thinking and invite peace into our minds. Visualization is another powerful tool that can guide you on your tranquil mind journey. Visualization involves imagining a peaceful, calming scene in your mind's eye. It could be a serene beach, a quiet forest, or a peaceful garden. As you visualize this scene, focus on the details. Hear the gentle sound of the waves, feel the cool breeze, see the colors around you. This exercise helps to transport your mind to a place of peace, calming your thoughts and emotions. The more vividly you can imagine this peaceful place, the more effective the visualization will be in helping you feel relaxed and at ease. Another way to cultivate a tranquil mind is through positive affirmations. Affirmations are simple statements that you repeat to yourself to challenge negative thoughts and reinforce positive beliefs. By affirming statements like, "I am calm and at peace," or "I choose serenity over stress," you can shift your mindset towards relaxation and tranquility. These positive statements help to counteract the negative thought patterns that often prevent us from experiencing peace. Over time, they begin to reshape the way we think, making calmness feel more natural and accessible. It's also essential to practice self-compassion on your tranquil mind journey. Often, we are our harshest critics, judging ourselves for the smallest mistakes and constantly striving for perfection. This self-judgment creates inner tension, preventing us from experiencing true peace. By practicing self-compassion, we learn to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, acknowledging that we are human and imperfect. When we embrace ourselves without judgment, we create an internal environment where peace can thrive. Another helpful practice for calming the mind is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can provide a safe outlet for emotions and help release mental tension. Whether you write about your day, your hopes and dreams, or simply how you're feeling in the moment, journaling allows you to process your thoughts in a healthy way. This practice can be particularly helpful for releasing any built-up stress or anxiety, allowing your mind to return to a state of tranquility. By making journaling a regular habit, you give yourself a tool for maintaining mental peace and clarity. Connecting with nature is another powerful way to promote a tranquil mind. Nature has a calming effect on the mind and body. The sights and sounds of nature can help reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and improve overall well-being. Whether it's taking a walk in a park, sitting by a river, or simply spending time in your garden, nature provides an environment where you can feel at ease. Even just a few minutes spent in nature can help ground you and bring a sense of calm to your busy mind. Finally, it's important to acknowledge that the journey to a tranquil mind is not a destination, but an ongoing process. Life will always present challenges, and there will be times when it feels difficult to maintain inner peace. However, by practicing these techniques regularly, you can build a foundation of calmness that helps you navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. Just like any skill, cultivating a tranquil mind takes time and consistency. But with patience and dedication, you can transform your mind into a peaceful, calm space where stress has less control and tranquility flows freely. In conclusion, a tranquil mind journey is all about creating intentional space for calm, peace, and relaxation in your life. By incorporating practices like deep breathing, mindfulness, visualization, self-compassion, and journaling, you can create a mental environment where serenity thrives. The more you practice these techniques, the easier it becomes to access a peaceful state of mind, no matter what challenges life throws your way. Embrace the journey to a tranquil mind, and, with time, you'll find that peace and calm become a natural part of your daily experience. 18. Unwind with gratitude. Gratitude has the incredible power to transform our thoughts and emotions. In a world that often emphasizes what we lack or what we wish we had, shifting our focus toward the things we are thankful for can create a profound sense of peace and contentment. When practiced regularly, gratitude becomes more than just an occasional reflection. It becomes a way of being that can help us unwind, relax, and improve our mental well-being. But how exactly does gratitude help us relax, and why should we make it a regular part of our lives? The simple act of acknowledging the positive aspects of our lives can have a profound impact on our mindset. When we take a moment to reflect on what we're grateful for, we move away from feelings of stress, worry, and dissatisfaction. Instead, we are choosing to focus on the good things that surround us, no matter how big or small. This shift in focus can help us escape the cycle of negative thinking that often fuels anxiety and frustration. Gratitude encourages us to slow down, breathe, and be present in the moment, which in turn promotes a sense of calm and relaxation. One of the most significant benefits of gratitude is its ability to reduce stress. When we are constantly running from one task to the next, we can easily become overwhelmed. The pressure of meeting deadlines, managing responsibilities, and juggling various aspects of our lives can lead to mental and physical exhaustion. However, when we intentionally practice gratitude, we interrupt the stress cycle. Instead of thinking about what needs to be done or what is going wrong, we focus on what is going well. This simple shift can provide a much-needed sense of relief and help us regain our balance. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is its ability to improve our emotional resilience. Life is filled with challenges, setbacks, and unexpected difficulties, and it's easy to get caught up in the negative emotions that arise during tough times. However, gratitude helps us build resilience by reminding us that there is always something to appreciate, even in the face of adversity. This doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties we encounter, but rather recognizing that despite the challenges, there are still aspects of our lives that bring us joy, comfort, and happiness. By focusing on the positives, we develop a greater capacity to cope with stress and overcome obstacles. When we practice gratitude, we also become more aware of the people and relationships that support and enrich our lives. Often we take for granted the love, kindness, and support that others provide us. Taking a moment to express gratitude for the people we care about not only strengthens those relationships but also deepens our sense of connection with others. Whether it's a simple thank you to a friend, a family member, or a colleague, showing appreciation for the people around us fosters a sense of belonging and emotional support, which is essential for our well-being. This can create a calming effect as we realize that we are not alone in our struggles and that we are surrounded by people who care for us. In addition to enhancing our relationships, gratitude also encourages us to take a step back and appreciate the beauty in the world around us. We often rush through our daily routines without fully noticing the small, beautiful moments that make up our day. A warm cup of tea in the morning, the sound of birds chirping outside, or the comforting embrace of a loved one are all simple yet meaningful experiences that we can be grateful for. When we slow down and take the time to notice these moments, we bring ourselves into the present and appreciate the richness of life. This sense of appreciation helps us let go of stress and worries, allowing us to unwind and find peace in the here and now. To integrate gratitude into your life, consider starting a daily gratitude practice. This doesn't have to be time-consuming or complicated. You can begin by simply taking a few minutes each day to reflect on the things you are grateful for. You might choose to keep a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are thankful for every day. These can be as simple as the warmth of the sun, a pleasant conversation, or a good meal. The key is to make it a habit so that gratitude becomes a natural part of your routine. Over time, you may notice a shift in your mindset. What once felt like an effort may start to feel like second nature. Another way to practice gratitude is by expressing it to others. It could be as simple as sending a text to a friend to let them know you appreciate their support, or taking a moment to thank someone for their kindness. By vocalizing your gratitude, you not only uplift others but also reinforce the positive emotions within yourself. This creates a cycle of positivity, where you both give and receive appreciation, helping to strengthen your relationships and promote a sense of well-being. Gratitude can also be a tool to manage difficult emotions. If you're feeling stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, taking a moment to focus on what you're thankful for can help shift your focus away from negativity. This practice can serve as a grounding technique, helping you reconnect with the present moment and find calm in the midst of chaos. Whether it's remembering a moment of joy, reflecting on the kindness of a loved one, or simply appreciating your health, gratitude helps create a mental shift that can bring you back to a peaceful state. Moreover, gratitude has been shown to improve sleep quality. When we go to bed with a mind full of worries, it's difficult to relax and fall asleep. However, by ending our day with a practice of gratitude, we can set a positive tone for our rest. By reflecting on the positive aspects of our day, we calm our minds and prepare our bodies for restful sleep. A simple practice, such as taking a few deep breaths and thinking about what went well during the day, can create a sense of peace and relaxation that allows us to unwind before bed. Gratitude is not just about feeling thankful for the big, life-changing moments. It's also about appreciating the everyday occurrences that bring us comfort and joy. It's about acknowledging the things that are often overlooked but are essential to our happiness and well-being. When we embrace gratitude, we learn to view life through a lens of positivity, which in turn helps us unwind, relax, and find peace in the present moment. By making gratitude a regular practice, we cultivate a mindset of appreciation, which fosters relaxation and contentment. In a world that can often feel chaotic and overwhelming, gratitude provides us with a tool to shift our focus and bring more peace into our lives. Whether through journaling, expressing thanks to others, or simply taking a moment to reflect on the positives, gratitude helps us find balance, calm, and a deeper connection to ourselves and the world around us. 19. Breathe, let go. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the constant pressure and demands of life. From work stress to personal challenges, we can easily find ourselves carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders. However, there is a simple yet powerful tool that can help us navigate these overwhelming moments: breathing. By taking a moment to breathe deeply and consciously, we have the ability to release tension, clear our minds, and regain a sense of calm. It's not just about taking a breath, it's about learning how to let go, releasing the grip that stress and worry have on us. When we breathe deeply, we activate the body's natural relaxation response. Inhaling slowly and deeply allows our lungs to fill with oxygen, which in turn sends a signal to our nervous system that it is time to calm down. As we exhale, we release tension that has been building in our bodies. This process helps to quiet the mind and bring us back to the present moment. When we breathe with intention, we allow ourselves to detach from the mental clutter that often occupies our thoughts and create space for peace and relaxation. Breathing is an incredibly effective tool for managing stress. When we are anxious or stressed, our breathing becomes shallow and rapid. This shallow breathing is a natural response to fear or anxiety, but it only exacerbates the feeling of tension and discomfort. By taking deep, slow breaths, we can reverse this pattern. As we breathe in deeply, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps reduce heart rate and lowers blood pressure. This allows us to feel more grounded and at ease. With each breath, we let go of the stress and allow our body to relax. It's important to recognize that letting go is not just about releasing physical tension, but also about letting go of the mental and emotional burdens we carry. Often, we hold on to negative thoughts, worries, and expectations, which can weigh heavily on our minds. Letting go involves choosing to release these thoughts, not because they are unimportant, but because we recognize that holding on to them only adds to our stress. By practicing deep breathing and letting go of mental clutter, we create space for more positive, peaceful thoughts to enter our minds. A simple breathing exercise that can help facilitate this process is called the 4-7-8 technique. To practice this, begin by sitting in a comfortable position with your back straight. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4 seconds. Hold the breath for 7 seconds, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this process for several cycles, allowing yourself to focus entirely on the rhythm of your breath. This technique can help slow your heart rate, clear your mind, and guide you toward a state of deep relaxation. As you breathe in and out, imagine each exhale carrying away any tension or negative energy that you no longer need. Another powerful way to incorporate breathing into your relaxation routine is through mindfulness. Mindfulness encourages us to pay attention to our breath as it flows in and out of our bodies. Rather than focusing on the past or the future, mindfulness asks us to be fully present with our breath in the moment. When we practice mindfulness breathing, we become aware of each breath, feeling the cool air enter our bodies and the warm air leave. This simple practice can help us center ourselves and bring a sense of calm to even the most chaotic moments. By focusing on the present moment, we detach from stress and open ourselves up to the peace that lies within. Breathing also plays a key role in releasing emotional tension. When we are upset or anxious, our bodies respond in a physical way. Tightness in the chest, shallow breathing, or a racing heart. By intentionally breathing deeply, we can send a message to our bodies that it's okay to relax and let go. Breathing allows us to process and release emotions in a healthy way, rather than holding on to them and allowing them to build up. Each time we breathe deeply, we create space for healing and emotional release. As we continue to breathe, we are also training ourselves to let go of expectations. Often, our stress is rooted in the fear of what might happen in the future or the pressure to meet certain standards. However, by focusing on our breath, we remind ourselves that we don't need to control everything. We can let go of the need for perfection and simply be present with the moment. With each breath, we acknowledge that we are enough just as we are, and we don't need to strive for anything more in that moment. Incorporating deep breathing into our daily lives can have a profound impact on our overall well-being. Whether it's taking a few deep breaths before a stressful meeting, pausing for a moment of mindful breathing during a hectic day, or using breathing exercises to help us relax before bed, these practices allow us to reset our minds and bodies. With consistent practice, we begin to feel more in control of our emotions, more centered, and more capable of handling life's challenges with calmness and clarity. Breathing is not just a physical act, it is a mental and emotional practice that allows us to regain control over our minds and our well-being. The simple act of breathing deeply and letting go can transform our experience of stress, anxiety, and tension. It serves as a reminder that, no matter how difficult life may seem at times, we have the ability to calm ourselves, release negativity, and return to a state of peace. When we learn to breathe, we learn to let go of what no longer serves us, creating space for relaxation, healing, and renewal. So, next time you feel overwhelmed, remember that you can always take a step back, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. Allow your breath to guide you to a place of calm and serenity. As you breathe, let go of the worries and the tension that may be weighing you down. With every exhale, release what no longer serves you, and embrace the peace that lies within. Let your breath be a reminder that, in this moment, you have everything you need to find calm, let go, and simply be. 20. Sleep with confidence. There are few things more important to our overall well-being than a good night's sleep. Sleep is the body's natural way of recharging, healing, and restoring balance. Yet, for many of us, sleep can become a source of stress and anxiety. The pressure to fall asleep quickly, the worry about whether we're getting enough rest, or the endless thoughts that keep us awake at night can turn sleep into a challenge. However, by learning to sleep with confidence, we can overcome these barriers and experience rest that leaves us feeling rejuvenated, refreshed, and at peace. The first step in sleeping with confidence is to recognize that rest is essential. It's not just about the number of hours you sleep, but the quality of that sleep. Often we get caught up in the idea that we need to sleep for a specific amount of time to feel rested, but in reality, the key to restorative sleep is creating the right environment and mindset. Understanding that your body knows how to rest naturally can help you ease the pressure and anxiety that might surround your sleep routine. One of the most powerful tools in cultivating a confident relationship with sleep is to establish a consistent sleep routine. When you set a regular time to go to bed and wake up each day, your body begins to regulate its internal clock, also known as the circadian rhythm. This rhythm is a natural cycle that helps your body understand when it's time to be alert and when it's time to rest. By going to bed at the same time each night and waking up at the same time each morning, you teach your body to prepare for sleep, making it easier to fall asleep naturally without the need for effort or stress. Creating a calming bedtime routine is another way to set the stage for peaceful, confident sleep. Consider engaging in relaxing activities before bed, such as reading a book, practicing meditation, or listening to soothing music. These activities help signal to your body that it's time to wind down and let go of the stress of the day. A calming routine before bed also helps create a mental association between certain activities and sleep, allowing your body to gradually relax and prepare for rest. In addition to routine, the sleep environment plays a crucial role in fostering restful sleep. Ensuring that your bedroom is a peaceful sanctuary, free from distractions and disruptions, is key to sleeping with confidence. Make sure your bed is comfortable and your room is cool, quiet, and dark. Your body is naturally inclined to rest better in a calm and serene environment. This includes minimizing any noises, lights, or other disturbances that might interrupt your sleep cycle. The more conducive your sleep environment is to relaxation, the easier it will be to fall asleep with ease and confidence. Another important aspect of sleeping with confidence is to manage your thoughts before bed. Worrying about sleep or the lack of it often becomes a cycle that leads to more stress and makes it harder to fall asleep. Instead of focusing on whether you'll fall asleep, try to shift your focus to more calming thoughts or practices. For example, mindfulness meditation can be incredibly effective for clearing the mind and releasing anxiety before sleep. Focusing on your breath, letting go of any racing thoughts, and simply being present in the moment can help you drift off to sleep without the pressure of needing to force rest. Trusting that sleep will come naturally when you allow your mind and body to relax will help you sleep with greater confidence. It's also important to recognize that sleep isn't something to be controlled or forced. One of the reasons many of us struggle to sleep confidently is that we place too much pressure on ourselves to fall asleep immediately. This pressure creates a sense of frustration, which in turn only makes it harder to rest. Instead of fixating on sleep itself, try to focus on creating an environment where sleep is more likely to occur. The less pressure you put on yourself, the easier it becomes to rest naturally. Remember that it's okay if sleep doesn't come instantly. Simply relax and allow your body to do what it knows best. To further support restful sleep, it can be helpful to avoid stimulating activities before bed. The use of electronic devices, such as phones, tablets, or laptops, can interfere with your body's ability to wind down. These devices emit blue light, which can disrupt your circadian rhythm and delay the onset of sleep. Try setting a time each evening to turn off electronics and replace them with relaxing activities that promote calmness. This will help signal to your body that it's time to disconnect from the busyness of the day and prepare for rest. The foods and drinks you consume before bed also play a role in how confidently you sleep. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, or alcohol close to bedtime, as these can interfere with your ability to fall asleep or stay asleep throughout the night. Opt for light, easily digestible snacks if you're hungry before bed. Drinking a warm, non-caffeinated beverage like herbal tea or warm milk can also help calm your nerves and prepare your body for sleep. It's important to treat your body with kindness and give it the right fuel to support restful sleep. Lastly, practicing self-compassion is a key element in sleeping with confidence. Understand that your body needs rest, and it deserves to have that rest without judgment or self-criticism. If you struggle to sleep on any given night, try not to get frustrated or discouraged. Instead, focus on the progress you've made in creating a healthy sleep routine. It's okay to have nights where sleep is elusive, but know that each night is a new opportunity to try again. Be patient with yourself and trust that, with time, sleep will become easier and more natural. Sleeping with confidence is not about perfection, it's about creating a healthy and supportive environment for rest. By trusting your body's natural rhythm, creating a peaceful bedtime routine, managing your thoughts, and making mindful choices, you can sleep with greater ease and confidence. Rest is a vital part of self-care, and by prioritizing your sleep, you empower your body and mind to recharge and rejuvenate. When you sleep with confidence, you wake up feeling refreshed, restored, and ready to face the day with clarity and energy. Sleep is a beautiful gift, and by learning to embrace it with confidence, you can unlock the full potential of your well-being. 21. Deep rest benefits. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, we often overlook the incredible importance of rest. We push ourselves to meet deadlines, achieve goals, and stay productive, believing that success lies in constant activity. However, true progress and well-being come not just from hard work, but from the balance of effort and rest. Deep rest, often misunderstood as mere sleep, is much more than just a break from activity. It is a vital component of mental, emotional, and physical health, and its benefits extend far beyond the moment you close your eyes at night. When we talk about deep rest, we're referring to a state of relaxation and rejuvenation that goes beyond just lying down in bed. It's a restorative process that allows the body and mind to reset, recover, and recharge. The benefits of deep rest are profound, affecting every aspect of our health, from mental clarity to physical vitality. One of the most notable benefits of deep rest is its positive impact on mental health. In today's world, stress and anxiety are common experiences that can weigh heavily on our minds. Deep rest helps counteract the effects of stress by calming the nervous system and allowing the brain to process emotions and experiences. When we rest deeply, our brain has the opportunity to clear out unnecessary or harmful thoughts, reducing mental clutter and anxiety. This helps foster a sense of emotional balance and well-being. In fact, research has shown that a restful night's sleep or a period of deep relaxation can lower cortisol levels, the hormone responsible for stress. By allowing the body to enter a state of deep rest, we provide it with the opportunity to heal and reset emotionally. In addition to its mental health benefits, deep rest plays a critical role in physical recovery. During deep rest, the body has the opportunity to repair itself at a cellular level. This is especially important for those who engage in physical activity, as rest is essential for muscle recovery. When we exercise, we put stress on our muscles, causing small tears in the tissue. These tears need time to heal, and deep rest provides the ideal environment for that healing process to take place. Without sufficient rest, the body struggles to recover, leading to fatigue, muscle strain, and even injury. Deep rest also supports the immune system, helping the body fight off illness and disease. By prioritizing rest, we give our body the time it needs to repair, recover, and function at its best. Deep rest also has a profound effect on our cognitive abilities. When we rest deeply, we give our brains the time it needs to process information and consolidate memories. During deep sleep, the brain forms new neural connections and strengthens existing ones, improving learning and memory retention. This is why a good night's sleep or a moment of deep rest can lead to clearer thinking and improved focus. Whether we're studying for an exam, preparing for a big presentation, or simply trying to remember a detail, deep rest supports cognitive function, helping us perform better mentally. Emotionally, deep rest allows us to process and regulate our emotions more effectively. When we are well rested, we are better able to handle stress, manage our emotions, and make decisions with clarity. Conversely, when we are sleep-deprived or fatigued, our emotional responses tend to be heightened and we may react impulsively or feel overwhelmed. Rest is like a reset button for our emotional well-being, allowing us to approach life's challenges with a more calm and balanced perspective. The physical benefits of deep rest extend beyond muscle recovery and immune support. Rest is also vital for cardiovascular health. Chronic sleep deprivation and lack of rest have been linked to an increased risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and stroke. When we rest deeply, the body is better able to regulate blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and maintain a healthy heart rate. The restorative powers of deep rest help lower the risk of cardiovascular problems, promoting long-term health and well-being. Furthermore, deep rest supports our overall energy levels. When we don't get enough rest, we often feel sluggish and fatigued throughout the day, making it difficult to stay focused or productive. In contrast, deep rest replenishes our energy reserves, leaving us feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day ahead. With adequate rest, we are more alert, focused, and capable of maintaining high energy levels throughout the day. One of the often overlooked benefits of deep rest is its role in enhancing creativity and problem-solving skills. When we are well rested, our brains are more open to new ideas and solutions. Rest allows the brain to make new connections, enhancing our ability to think outside the box and come up with creative solutions to problems. In fact, many people report having breakthroughs or aha moments after a restful sleep or a period of deep relaxation. This is because the brain uses rest to process information, integrate new ideas, and come up with innovative solutions. Deep rest also fosters a sense of overall well-being and contentment. When we rest deeply, we experience a sense of calm and relaxation that extends beyond just the physical body. Our minds are quieter and our spirits are lighter. This sense of well-being promotes happiness and satisfaction in life. When we take the time to rest and recharge, we give ourselves permission to slow down and focus on what truly matters, helping us appreciate life's simple pleasures and find contentment in the present moment. In a world that often values productivity and constant activity, it can be difficult to fully embrace the benefits of deep rest. Yet, deep rest is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It is a powerful tool for maintaining mental, emotional, and physical health. By prioritizing rest, we allow ourselves to heal, recover, and restore balance. we become more resilient, more focused, and more capable of handling life's challenges. If you're feeling overwhelmed, fatigued, or stressed, it may be time to pause and give yourself permission to rest deeply. Take time to relax, unplug from the constant demands of life, and allow yourself the space to recharge. By making deep rest a priority, you will experience not only physical benefits like improved energy and recovery, but also emotional benefits like greater calm and mental clarity. Remember, rest is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It's the foundation for a healthier, more balanced life. Prioritize deep rest and experience the profound transformation it brings to your overall well-being. 22. Harness calm energy. In the fast-paced world we live in, it's easy to get caught up in a cycle of constant motion and stress. We often think that energy means being in a constant state of activity, always on the go, always pushing ourselves. However, there is another type of energy that is just as powerful, if not more so, calm energy. This type of energy is about being grounded, focused, and present in the moment without feeling overwhelmed or scattered. Learning to harness calm energy can transform your life, bringing balance, peace, and a sense of clarity to everything you do. Calm energy isn't about being passive or inactive. Rather, it's about cultivating a sense of inner peace and strength while staying engaged with the world around you. When we harness calm energy, we aren't drained by the constant demands of life. Instead, we learn to approach challenges with a sense of tranquility, making decisions from a place of clarity rather than chaos. This energy allows us to navigate our daily lives with more ease, less stress, and a stronger sense of purpose. One of the first steps in harnessing calm energy is understanding the difference between hectic energy and calm energy. Hectic energy is often frantic, driven by external pressures, and fueled by a sense of urgency. It can leave us feeling drained, anxious, and burnt out. In contrast, calm energy is steady, focused, and grounded. It comes from within, allowing us to respond to life's challenges without being swept away by them. This type of energy doesn't force things to happen. It allows them to unfold naturally, with a sense of grace and ease. To begin cultivating calm energy, it's important to first learn how to relax. Many of us are so used to being constantly busy that we forget how to truly relax. True relaxation isn't just about taking a break or zoning out in front of the television. It's about giving our minds and bodies the space they need to restore themselves. Techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, and meditation can help us create a sense of stillness and peace within, making it easier to access calm energy whenever we need it. Another key component of harnessing calm energy is learning how to manage our thoughts. Our minds can often become cluttered with worries, fears, and distractions, which can drain our energy and leave us feeling overwhelmed. By practicing mindfulness and becoming more aware of our thoughts, we can start to notice when we are caught up in negative thinking patterns. From there, we can choose to shift our focus, replacing anxious or stressful thoughts with more calming and positive ones. This process helps us to preserve our calm energy even in the midst of challenging situations. It's also important to recognize that calm energy is closely linked to our physical health. When we are stressed or overwhelmed, our bodies tend to respond with tension, which can drain our energy and leave us feeling fatigued. By practicing relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, yoga, or even a simple walk in nature, we can release physical tension and restore our energy levels. A relaxed body is more open to calm energy, and when we take care of our bodies, we create the conditions for mental and emotional calmness to flourish. Harnessing calm energy also involves setting healthy boundaries. In today's world, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the demands of others. Whether it's work, family, or social obligations, we often feel like we have to say yes to everything, which can leave us feeling drained and stressed. Learning to say no, or to set limits on our time and energy, is an essential step in preserving our calm energy. By setting boundaries, we take control of our energy and protect ourselves from burnout. This allows us to engage with the world in a more balanced and peaceful way. Another important aspect of calm energy is learning how to focus. When we are scattered and distracted, our energy becomes fragmented, and we struggle to accomplish anything meaningful. Calm energy, on the other hand, allows us to focus our attention on the task at hand, whether it's a work project, a personal goal, or simply being present with others. By practicing mindfulness and staying focused in the moment, we can conserve our energy and direct it toward what truly matters. Being able to harness calm energy also means being compassionate with ourselves. Often we are our own harshest critics, placing unrealistic expectations on ourselves and feeling like we always have to be doing something. This constant pressure can drain our energy and leave us feeling exhausted. By being kind to ourselves and allowing ourselves to rest and recharge, we create a space for calm energy to enter our lives. We recognize that it's okay to slow down, take breaks, and honor our need for rest. Another aspect of calm energy is learning to stay centered in the face of challenges. Life is full of ups and downs, and it's easy to get caught up in the chaos when things aren't going as planned. However, by practicing mindfulness and staying grounded in the present moment, we can respond to difficulties with a sense of calm and clarity. Rather than reacting impulsively or letting our emotions take over, we can pause, take a deep breath, and approach the situation with a clear mind. This ability to stay centered is a hallmark of calm energy, and it allows us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and resilience. In addition to all these practices, it's essential to create a peaceful environment around us. Our surroundings have a profound effect on our energy levels, and an environment that is cluttered, chaotic, or overstimulating can make it difficult to access calm energy. By simplifying our spaces, organizing our belongings, and creating a soothing atmosphere, we set the stage for calm energy to flow freely. A calm environment supports a calm mind, and when we create space for peace in our surroundings, we make it easier to cultivate calm energy within ourselves. Finally, harnessing calm energy requires patience. It's not something that happens overnight. Like any skill, it takes time and practice to cultivate. But with consistent effort, we can learn to tap into this energy whenever we need it, creating a sense of balance and peace in our lives. As we practice relaxation, mindfulness, and self-compassion, we gradually build a reservoir of calm energy that we can draw from in times of stress or difficulty. By harnessing calm energy, we become more resilient, more focused, and more at peace with ourselves and the world around us. It's a powerful force that can transform our lives, helping us to approach challenges with clarity, make decisions from a place of calm, and live each day with a sense of purpose and peace. So, take a moment to breathe deeply, center yourself, and tap into the calm energy that's always available to you. It's within reach, and it can help guide you toward a more balanced, peaceful, and fulfilling life. 23. Quiet your fears. Fear can be a powerful emotion, one that often holds us back from reaching our true potential. It creates a sense of unease, making it difficult to move forward with clarity or confidence. When fear takes hold, it can cloud our judgment, prevent us from taking risks, and leave us feeling stuck. But the good news is that fear is not something we are destined to live with forever. By learning to quiet our fears, we can reclaim control over our thoughts, emotions, and actions, and begin to move through life with greater peace and purpose. Quieting fear doesn't mean eliminating it entirely. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty and danger, and it can sometimes serve a helpful purpose by protecting us from harm. However, when fear becomes overwhelming or irrational, it starts to interfere with our ability to live fully. The key to overcoming fear is not to suppress it, but to acknowledge it, understand it, and learn how to manage it in a healthy way. When we take the time to address our fears, they no longer have the same hold over us. One of the first steps in quieting fear is to recognize when it is present. Often, fear can sneak up on us without us even realizing it. It may manifest as anxiety, unease, or a sense of dread that we can't quite explain. By becoming more aware of our emotions and learning to tune into our feelings, we can begin to recognize when fear is at play. Once we are aware of it, we can take the necessary steps to address it rather than letting it dictate our actions. A powerful tool for quieting fear is mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment, without judgment. When we experience fear, our minds often race with what-if scenarios. What if things go wrong? What if we fail? What if we're not good enough? These thoughts can fuel our fear and make it seem much larger than it truly is. By practicing mindfulness, we learn to focus on the present moment, letting go of worries about the past or future. This helps to bring us back to a place of calm, where fear has less power over us. When we stay grounded in the present, we can more easily discern whether our fear is based on reality or simply our mind's exaggerated thoughts. Another helpful strategy is deep breathing. Fear often causes us to hold our breath or take shallow breaths, which can increase feelings of anxiety and tension. By practicing deep breathing exercises, we can activate our body's relaxation response, which helps to reduce the physical symptoms of fear. Deep breathing sends a message to our brain that it's safe to relax, allowing us to quiet our fears and regain a sense of calm. Inhale slowly through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this process several times to help calm both your body and mind. Understanding the root of our fears is also crucial in quieting them. Fear often stems from past experiences, learned beliefs, or imagined scenarios. By taking the time to reflect on where our fears come from, we can gain clarity and perspective. Sometimes, fear arises from a lack of knowledge or understanding. In these cases, educating ourselves and gaining a deeper understanding of the situation can help reduce our fear. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, learning techniques to improve your speaking skills, or simply practicing in front of a small group can build your confidence and diminish the fear. It's important to remember that fear is often a result of our perception. We may imagine the worst-case scenario without considering all the possible outcomes. This catastrophizing mindset can make our fears feel more intense than they really are. By challenging these thoughts and questioning whether they are based on facts or assumptions, we can begin to dismantle the hold fear has over us. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Is that truly likely? What evidence do I have that supports this fear? More often than not, you'll find that the worst-case scenario is unlikely to come to fruition. Another way to quiet fear is by taking action. Fear often thrives when we feel helpless or unsure about what to do. When we take small steps toward facing our fears, we take away their power. Taking action doesn't mean you have to dive into the most terrifying aspects of your fear right away. Instead, start with manageable steps that gradually build your confidence. If you're afraid of social situations, for example, begin by attending small gatherings or initiating brief conversations with others. As you gain experience and evidence that things are not as fearful as they seem, your fear will begin to lose its grip on you. It's also helpful to practice self-compassion. Fear can make us feel vulnerable, and when we feel vulnerable, we often criticize ourselves or think less of our abilities. Being kind to ourselves during moments of fear allows us to acknowledge that it's okay to feel scared and that we don't have to be perfect. Fear doesn't make us weak or inadequate. It makes us human. Treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a friend can help us move through fear with more ease and acceptance. Sometimes, our fears are tied to deeper emotional wounds or unresolved issues. In these cases, it may be helpful to seek professional support, such as therapy or counseling. A therapist can help us explore the underlying causes of our fear, challenge limiting beliefs, and develop coping strategies to manage anxiety. Healing emotional wounds can lead to lasting freedom from fear, allowing us to live more fully and authentically. Quieting fear also involves building resilience. Life is full of uncertainties, and fear will inevitably arise from time to time. However, when we develop emotional resilience, we become better equipped to handle fear when it appears. Resilience allows us to bounce back from setbacks, manage stress, and stay grounded in the face of adversity. By nurturing resilience through self-care, stress management techniques, and positive thinking, we can face our fears with greater strength and confidence. Lastly, surrounding ourselves with supportive people can be incredibly helpful in quieting fear. Having a network of friends, family, or mentors who believe in us and encourage us can make all the difference. When we share our fears with others, we often find that they are more understanding and compassionate than we anticipated. Talking openly about our fears can help to lessen their intensity, and receiving support from others reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. Quieting. Our fears doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that takes time, patience, and practice. But by using mindfulness, deep breathing, reflection, action, self-compassion, and support, we can learn to manage our fears and reduce their impact on our lives. The more we practice, the more we realize that fear doesn't have to control us. We have the power to face it, quiet it, and move forward with courage and confidence. 24. Cultivate self-love. In the fast-paced world we live in, it's easy to get caught up in the cycle of self-criticism and negative thinking. Society often places immense pressure on us to be perfect, constantly achieving and improving. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy or self-doubt. However, the key to truly finding peace and happiness lies not in perfection, but in self-love. Cultivating self-love is a practice of treating ourselves with kindness, respect, and understanding, much like we would treat someone we deeply care about. It is about accepting ourselves, flaws and all, and recognizing our inherent worth. The journey to self-love starts with awareness. We often fail to recognize the negative ways we speak to ourselves, whether it's through harsh judgments or setting impossible standards. These thoughts can become so ingrained in our minds that we don't even realize the harm they cause. To begin cultivating self-love, it's important to become aware of these negative patterns. Pay attention to the way you speak to yourself during the day. When you make a mistake or face a challenge, do you treat yourself with compassion, or do you criticize and berate yourself? Recognizing these thoughts is the first step toward transforming them into more loving and supportive ones. Once we become aware of our inner dialogue, we can begin to replace self-criticism with self-compassion. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same gentleness and care that you would offer to a close friend. When you make a mistake, instead of thinking, "I'm terrible, I can't do anything right," try telling yourself, "It's okay to make mistakes. I'm only human, and this is an opportunity to learn and grow." This shift in mindset may not happen overnight, but with practice, you will start to respond to yourself with more kindness and less judgment. Another important aspect of cultivating self-love is accepting ourselves as we are, right here and right now. Often, we place conditions on our self-worth, believing that we must meet certain standards or achieve certain goals before we are deserving of love and happiness. We think, "I'll love myself when I lose weight," or "I'll love myself when I get that promotion." However, true self-love does not come from external achievements or validation. It comes from within, from the simple recognition that you are enough as you are, right now. Accepting yourself as you are, without the need for constant improvement or validation, is a powerful act of self-love. It frees you from the burden of perfection and allows you to embrace yourself, flaws and all. Self-love also involves setting healthy boundaries. It's easy to become overwhelmed by the demands of others, whether it's at work, in relationships, or in other areas of life. When we constantly put others' needs before our own, we can start to feel drained, resentful, or even taken advantage of. Setting boundaries is a way to honor your own needs and protect your energy. It's not selfish to say no or to take time for yourself. In fact, it's a vital aspect of self-care. By setting boundaries, you send a message to yourself and to others that your well-being matters. And when you take care of yourself, you are in a better position to care for others as well. One of the most profound ways to cultivate self-love is through daily acts of self-care. Taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being sends a message that you value yourself. This doesn't mean you need to spend hours at the spa or engage in expensive activities. Self-care can be as simple as getting enough sleep, eating nourishing foods, exercising regularly, or taking a few moments each day to relax and unwind. Self-care also means taking time to do things that bring you joy and fulfillment, whether it's reading a book, enjoying a hobby, or spending time with loved ones. These acts may seem small, but over time, they help to reinforce the message that you deserve to be treated with love and care. In addition to self-care, self-love involves practicing gratitude. Taking time each day to reflect on what you are grateful for can shift your focus from what is lacking in your life to what is abundant. This practice helps to cultivate a positive mindset and reinforces the idea that you are worthy of good things. Gratitude can also help you appreciate your unique qualities, talents, and achievements. By recognizing and celebrating the things you have accomplished, you are sending a message to yourself that you are deserving of love, praise, and acknowledgement. Another way to cultivate self-love is through forgiveness. Holding on to past mistakes, regrets, or grudges can weigh heavily on your heart and mind. When we are unable to forgive ourselves, we carry that burden with us, preventing ourselves from moving forward with peace. Forgiveness does not mean excusing harmful behavior or ignoring past wrongs. It simply means releasing the hold that the past has on us. By forgiving yourself, you are giving yourself permission to let go of the past and embrace a future filled with possibility. This act of self-love frees you from the chains of guilt and shame, allowing you to move forward with a lighter heart. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is also an important aspect of cultivating self-love. The people we interact with can have a significant impact on how we view ourselves. If you are constantly surrounded by negativity or criticism, it can be challenging to feel good about yourself. On the other hand, surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support you can help reinforce your sense of self-worth. Choose to spend time with those who encourage you, who appreciate you, and who make you feel good about who you are. When you are surrounded by positive energy, it becomes easier to cultivate love and acceptance for yourself. Self-love is not a one-time practice. It is an ongoing journey that requires patience, commitment, and practice. There will be times when you slip back into old patterns of self-doubt or self-criticism, and that's okay. The goal is not to be perfect, but to continuously show up for yourself with kindness and compassion. With time, you will notice that you are more resilient, more confident, and more at peace with who you are. You will also find that as you cultivate self-love, you are better able to love others in a deeper, more authentic way. In the end, cultivating self-love is about honoring your own humanity. It's about recognizing that you are worthy of love, respect, and care simply because you exist. No achievements, no accolades, and no external validation are needed to make you worthy. You are already enough. By embracing this truth, you can begin to experience life from a place of deep self-acceptance and inner peace, knowing that you are worthy of all the love and kindness the world has to offer. 25. Refresh your spirit. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to become disconnected from ourselves. The constant hustle and bustle of daily life can drain our energy, leaving us feeling tired, overwhelmed, and disconnected from our inner peace. Life's challenges, whether they're personal or professional, can weigh heavily on us, making it difficult to maintain a sense of calm and tranquility. When we feel this way, it's essential to take a step back and focus on refreshing our spirit. Just as our bodies need rest, our minds and spirits also need moments of restoration. Refreshing your spirit is about reconnecting with yourself, finding balance, and renewing your inner energy so that you can face life's challenges with renewed strength and clarity. One of the first steps in refreshing your spirit is giving yourself permission to rest. In a world that often values productivity above all else, taking time to rest can feel like an indulgence. However, rest is vital for both our physical and mental health. When we take a break from the demands of everyday life, we allow ourselves the space to recharge and reconnect with our true selves. Whether it's taking a nap, getting a full night's sleep, or simply sitting in silence for a few minutes, allowing yourself moments of rest is essential for replenishing your energy. Rest doesn't just give your body a break. It gives your spirit the chance to reset and recharge, so you can face each day with a fresh perspective. Another important aspect of refreshing your spirit is self-care. When life gets busy, we often neglect our own needs in favor of others. However, self-care is not selfish. It is necessary. Taking care of yourself allows you to show up as the best version of yourself in all areas of your life. Self-care can take many forms. It can be something as simple as drinking a glass of water, going for a walk, or sitting down to enjoy a meal without distractions. It can also involve more intentional practices like meditating, journaling, or practicing mindfulness. Each of these activities helps to refresh your spirit by grounding you in the present moment and reminding you of what truly matters. A significant part of refreshing your spirit is learning to let go of stress and negativity. Often we hold on to worries, fears, and anxieties even when they no longer serve us. These negative emotions can weigh heavily on our minds, making it difficult to experience joy or peace. Letting go of this stress and negativity doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing them. It means acknowledging them and choosing to release their hold on you. One way to do this is through deep breathing exercises. Deep breathing helps to calm the nervous system, reduce stress, and bring you back to the present moment. By focusing on your breath and allowing yourself to breathe deeply, you can create space for relaxation and peace. Another powerful way to refresh your spirit is through gratitude. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we shift our perspective from what's lacking to what's abundant. Gratitude has the power to change our entire outlook on life. It helps us to recognize the beauty in our lives, even during difficult times. Taking time each day to reflect on what you are thankful for can be incredibly refreshing for your spirit. It doesn't have to be something grand or significant. The small things, like a warm cup of tea, a hug from a loved one, or a moment of quiet solitude, can make a big difference in how you feel. When you actively choose to focus on gratitude, you begin to notice the positive aspects of your life, which helps to uplift your spirit and bring more peace into your day. Spiritual practices can also play a significant role in refreshing your spirit. Connecting with something greater than yourself can provide a sense of peace and purpose. For some, this might mean engaging in prayer, attending a religious service, or simply spending time in nature. For others, it might involve practicing mindfulness, meditation, or reflecting on personal beliefs. Spiritual practices help to create a sense of connection to the world around you, offering comfort and a sense of meaning. When we take time to reflect on our spiritual well-being, we create space for inner renewal and healing. Spending time in nature is another beautiful way to refresh your spirit. Nature has a calming effect on the mind and body. Whether it's walking through a forest, sitting by a lake, or simply taking a stroll in the park, being outside allows you to reconnect with the natural world and find peace within yourself. Nature offers a sense of simplicity and stillness that can be incredibly grounding. The fresh air, the sounds of birds chirping, and the beauty of the natural surroundings can help to clear your mind and bring a sense of clarity and calm. Taking time to be in nature, even for just a few minutes each day, can have a profound impact on your well-being. The people you surround yourself with also play a role in refreshing your spirit. Positive, supportive relationships are essential for our mental and emotional health. When we spend time with people who lift us up, who encourage us, and who make us feel valued, it helps to replenish our energy. In contrast, negative or toxic relationships can drain our spirits and leave us feeling depleted. It's important to surround ourselves with people who bring positivity and joy into our lives. This doesn't mean that we need to cut people out of our lives who are struggling. Rather, it means that we should prioritize relationships that nurture and support our well-being. Additionally, engaging in creative activities can be incredibly refreshing for your spirit. Creative expression allows us to connect with our emotions and release pent-up energy. Whether it's painting, writing, dancing, or any other form of creativity, these activities can help to clear your mind and allow your spirit to feel lighter. When we engage in creative pursuits, we give ourselves the freedom to express our innermost thoughts and feelings. This process can be deeply cathartic and refreshing, helping us to release any tension or negativity that may have built up over time. Finally, refreshing your spirit requires intentionality. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos of everyday life, but taking moments to pause, reflect, and recharge is essential for maintaining your overall well-being. Refreshing your spirit is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing practice that requires consistent effort and self-awareness. It's about making time for yourself, setting boundaries, and prioritizing activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. By consistently engaging in practices that refresh your spirit, you create a foundation of peace and resilience that will carry you through life's challenges. In the end, refreshing your spirit is about reconnecting with yourself, finding balance, and embracing a sense of calm and peace. It's about making time to nurture your inner self, allowing yourself to rest, and letting go of the things that no longer serve you. Whether it's through self-care, gratitude, spiritual practices, or simply spending time in nature, there are countless ways to refresh your spirit. When you take the time to care for your spirit, you not only feel more energized and peaceful, but you also create space for joy, love, and connection to flow into your life. Refreshing your spirit is a gift you give yourself, and it's one that will have a lasting impact on your overall well-being. 26. Empathy enhances sleep. Sleep is often regarded as one of the most essential aspects of life, yet many people struggle with achieving a peaceful and restful night's sleep. The causes of sleep disturbances can vary, but one factor that is often overlooked is the role of empathy. Empathy, which is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, can have a profound effect on sleep quality and overall well-being. When we cultivate empathy, it has the potential to calm our minds, reduce stress, and promote relaxation, all of which are crucial for a good night's rest. In a world that often values productivity, competition, and individual achievement, it can be easy to forget the importance of emotional connections. The fast-paced nature of modern life can leave people feeling isolated, anxious, or overwhelmed. This emotional tension can manifest in our sleep patterns, causing us to have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep throughout the night. When we are not able to connect with others on an emotional level, it can create a sense of unrest within ourselves, making it difficult to relax and unwind before bed. Empathy, however, has the power to shift this dynamic. By understanding and connecting with the emotions of others, we can release some of the stress and worries that accumulate throughout the day. When we practice empathy, we are engaging with the emotional needs of others, which can, in turn, satisfy our own need for emotional connection. This emotional bonding can be incredibly calming, providing a sense of comfort that allows us to let go of the anxieties and distractions that often keep us awake at night. For instance, when we take the time to listen to a loved one, offer a word of encouragement, or show compassion, it not only helps the other person feel supported, but it also nurtures our own emotional well-being. By actively engaging in these acts of empathy, we create a sense of emotional security and comfort that can make it easier to unwind before sleep. We feel more at peace, knowing that we are contributing positively to the lives of those around us, which can create a soothing sense of fulfillment and relaxation. Empathy also plays a key role in reducing negative emotions, such as anger, frustration, or sadness, which are often the result of unresolved conflicts or miscommunications. These unresolved emotions can weigh heavily on the mind, leading to sleepless nights. When we approach relationships with empathy, we open the door to understanding and reconciliation. Instead of holding on to grudges or allowing resentment to build up, we take the time to listen and respond with compassion. This approach can ease emotional tension, making it easier to enter a restful state at night. Moreover, empathy allows us to be more present in the moment, both in our interactions with others and in how we experience our own emotions. Being present is a key element of relaxation, as it allows us to focus our attention on the here and now rather than on past regrets or future anxieties. By practicing empathy, we also become more attuned to our own emotional state, making it easier to identify and address any negative feelings that may be affecting our sleep. When we acknowledge and accept our emotions, it becomes easier to release them and allow ourselves to relax. The emotional benefits of empathy extend beyond our relationships with others. They can also improve our relationship with ourselves. Often, we are our own harshest critics. We may struggle with self-doubt, guilt, or feelings of inadequacy, which can make it difficult to quiet our minds before sleep. Empathy allows us to approach ourselves with kindness and understanding, just as we would approach a friend or loved one who is struggling. By offering ourselves the same compassion that we extend to others, we can ease the negative thoughts and self-criticism that might otherwise keep us awake. In addition to promoting emotional healing and relaxation, empathy can also help to regulate the body's stress response. When we feel stressed or anxious, our bodies release hormones like cortisol, which can interfere with our ability to relax and fall asleep. Practicing empathy, however, can reduce the production of these stress hormones by triggering the release of oxytocin, a hormone that promotes feelings of calm and connection. Oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone, has been shown to reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and improve overall feelings of well-being. By fostering empathy, we can activate this calming hormone, helping our bodies transition into a more peaceful and relaxed state, ideal for sleep. Empathy also has a profound impact on our ability to manage emotional stress. When we are emotionally stressed, it can lead to overthinking, racing thoughts, and an inability to relax. By practicing empathy, we not only connect with others, but also learn to manage our own emotional experiences. Empathy helps us develop a deeper understanding of our emotions, allowing us to process and release them rather than holding on to them. This emotional processing is key for achieving a state of relaxation and contentment, which is necessary for quality sleep. Another important aspect of empathy that enhances sleep is its ability to improve relationships. Healthy, positive relationships are essential for emotional well-being. When we feel emotionally supported and connected to others, we experience a sense of security that can help us relax and feel at ease. Empathy fosters stronger bonds, whether with a partner, friend, family member, or colleague. These emotional connections provide a sense of safety and comfort, which can promote a sense of calm and relaxation before sleep. By improving our relationships through empathy, we create a more peaceful emotional environment, conducive to restful sleep. Sometimes, the simple act of showing empathy towards others can create a ripple effect, spreading positivity and calm throughout our lives. When we show empathy, we inspire others to do the same, creating an environment of mutual understanding and support. This creates a cycle of emotional nourishment, where both ourselves and those around us benefit. This cycle of kindness and compassion fosters a sense of inner peace that is invaluable for sleep. In summary, empathy is not only a powerful tool for improving our relationships with others, but also a vital practice for enhancing our own emotional well-being. By cultivating empathy, we can reduce stress, promote emotional healing, and create a sense of peace and connection that enhances our sleep quality. Whether through listening attentively, offering support, or showing compassion, the act of empathizing can soothe our minds and hearts, helping us to unwind and relax. As we embrace empathy in our lives, we create a foundation of emotional balance and serenity that allows us to experience more restful nights and wake up feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. 27. Nature's healing power. Nature holds a remarkable power to heal and rejuvenate us, offering a peaceful refuge for those who seek relief from the stresses of daily life. The healing influence of nature is often underestimated, but its impact on our emotional and physical well-being is profound. Whether it's the sound of a gentle stream flowing over rocks, the rustling of leaves in the wind, or the sight of a tranquil sunset, nature provides an endless source of tranquility and comfort. By immersing ourselves in nature, we can experience a deep sense of calm that is hard to replicate in the hustle and bustle of modern life. For many, nature's healing power serves as a natural remedy for sleep problems, anxiety, and a variety of emotional challenges. One of the most profound ways nature heals is through its ability to ground us. In a world full of distractions and constant noise, it can be easy to feel disconnected from ourselves and the present moment. Nature, on the other hand, offers us the chance to reconnect with our surroundings in a deeply meaningful way. Whether we are walking barefoot on the grass, listening to the sound of birds singing in the morning, or simply sitting beneath a tree, nature helps us to slow down and be fully present. This act of grounding is essential for calming our minds, reducing stress, and ultimately promoting better sleep. When we take time to step outside and immerse ourselves in the natural world, we allow ourselves the opportunity to recharge emotionally and mentally. The sights and sounds of nature have a calming effect on the mind, helping to reduce anxiety and quiet the constant chatter that often fills our heads. The rhythmic sounds of the natural world, like the waves crashing on the shore, or the whisper of the wind through the trees, create a peaceful ambiance that soothes the mind. These natural sounds can drown out the noise of the outside world, creating a calming atmosphere that promotes relaxation. In fact, many people find that listening to nature sounds, even while indoors, can be incredibly helpful for reducing anxiety and preparing the mind for sleep. Research has shown that spending time in nature can lower cortisol levels, the stress hormone that often rises in response to everyday challenges. When cortisol levels are reduced, our bodies enter a state of relaxation, making it easier to unwind and rest. Nature's healing power extends beyond emotional benefits. It also has a profound effect on our physical well-being. Simply being outdoors, breathing in fresh air, and exposing ourselves to natural light can enhance our physical health. The benefits of sunlight in particular are well documented, as it helps to regulate our sleep-wake cycle and boosts our mood. A short walk in the sunshine or spending time in a park can help to reset our internal clocks and promote a healthier, more balanced sleep pattern. Beyond its physical effects, nature also nurtures our emotional well-being. Many people find that spending time outdoors provides a sense of clarity and peace, allowing them to gain perspective on their challenges. The simplicity and beauty of nature remind us of the things that truly matter, helping us to let go of worries and find inner calm. Nature has a unique way of putting things into perspective, making our problems seem smaller in comparison to the vastness of the world around us. By immersing ourselves in the natural environment, we can experience a sense of awe and wonder, which often leads to feelings of gratitude and contentment. In addition to the immediate sense of peace it provides, nature also has long-lasting effects on our mental health. Studies have shown that regular exposure to natural environments can improve mood, increase focus, and reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety. For those who struggle with insomnia or poor sleep quality, spending time in nature can be a game changer. The combination of fresh air, natural light, and physical activity can help regulate sleep patterns, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep throughout the night. Nature encourages a deeper connection to our own bodies, helping us to tune in to our physical and emotional needs. One of the most healing aspects of nature is its ability to restore a sense of balance and harmony. When we feel overwhelmed or disconnected, nature serves as a reminder that we are part of a much larger whole. The ebb and flow of the seasons, the cycles of the moon, and the constant renewal of life in nature all serve as a reminder that change is a natural part of life. In times of stress or uncertainty, turning to nature for solace can provide a sense of comfort and reassurance. The natural world reminds us that just as the earth goes through cycles of growth and renewal, we too can experience healing and transformation. Spending time in nature doesn't always require a grand adventure or a trip to a remote location. Nature is all around us, even in urban areas. Parks, gardens, and even small green spaces can provide a much-needed escape from the demands of daily life. Simply stepping outside, taking a few deep breaths, and observing the beauty of nature can be incredibly rejuvenating. For some, this might mean sitting by a window with a view of the outdoors, while for others, it might involve taking a walk in the park or hiking through the woods. No matter where we are, nature offers us the opportunity to slow down, breathe deeply, and reconnect with ourselves. Incorporating nature into our daily routines can also have a positive impact on our sleep habits. Establishing a calming evening ritual that includes spending time outdoors or listening to nature sounds can signal to our bodies that it's time to wind down for the night. Whether it's sipping a cup of herbal tea on the balcony, listening to the sound of rain falling outside, or simply watching the sunset, these simple acts of connection with nature can help create a peaceful environment that fosters restfulness. Nature's healing power is a gift that is available to everyone. It does not require expensive treatments or complicated routines, just a willingness to step outside and experience the peace and tranquility that the natural world has to offer. Whether we are seeking relief from stress, anxiety, or insomnia, nature provides a sanctuary for healing and rejuvenation. By embracing the healing power of nature, we can experience deeper relaxation, improve sleep, and a greater sense of well-being. It's a reminder that sometimes the best remedy for life's challenges is simply to pause, breathe, and let nature work its magic. 28. Dream big, relax. In the fast-paced world we live in, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the weight of responsibilities and constant pressures. Many of us carry a mental checklist that never seems to end, and with this comes a level of anxiety that can impact our peace of mind and overall well-being. However, it's important to recognize that the act of dreaming, the process of envisioning a better future for ourselves, can be a powerful tool to help ease the mind and encourage relaxation. When we allow ourselves to dream big, to envision a world of possibilities, we create a mental space where stress begins to melt away and relaxation takes its rightful place in our lives. Dreaming big isn't just about imagining grand achievements or distant goals. It's about giving ourselves the freedom to imagine a life that aligns with our values, passions, and desires. When we dream, we give ourselves permission to think without boundaries. We stop limiting ourselves with the constraints of what feels possible or realistic, and instead, we embrace the notion that anything can happen if we allow it. This type of thinking encourages a sense of optimism and hope, both of which are vital for maintaining a relaxed and calm state of mind. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day struggles and lose sight of the bigger picture. We often focus too much on the small details and forget to step back and see the larger canvas of our lives. Taking time to dream big provides the perfect opportunity to shift our perspective. It allows us to zoom out and look at our lives from a different angle, one that isn't clouded by immediate stressors or short-term worries. In doing so, we can find solace in the idea that there is always room for growth, change, and improvement, no matter what challenges we may currently face. Dreaming big also helps to spark creativity and open new doors. When we think about the future, we don't just picture a series of obstacles or limitations. Instead, we see a world full of possibilities, each one offering the chance to do something meaningful, impactful, or fulfilling. This mindset of growth and exploration can be a powerful antidote to feelings of stagnation or burnout. It encourages us to look beyond the here and now and focus on what could be, which in turn creates a sense of excitement and motivation to move forward. Yet, while dreaming big is important, so too is the ability to relax and let go of the stress that often accompanies our ambitions. Sometimes, the pressure of achieving big goals can cause us to become tense, anxious, or overwhelmed. This is where relaxation techniques come into play. By embracing the power of relaxation, we can quiet the mind, release tension, and create a mental space that allows our big dreams to take root and grow. When we are relaxed, we are more open to receiving new ideas, more capable of seeing opportunities, and more able to approach our goals with a clear, focused mind. Relaxation doesn't just come from a quiet moment or a peaceful environment. It also comes from within. It is a state of being that we can cultivate by practicing mindfulness, deep breathing, or other calming techniques that help us center ourselves in the present moment. In order to dream big, we must first give ourselves the mental and emotional space to do so. If we are constantly rushing, worrying, or battling our inner doubts, it becomes difficult to fully embrace the possibilities that life has to offer. By relaxing, we remove these internal barriers and open up a world of creative potential. The process of dreaming big and relaxing also encourages a healthy balance between action and reflection. Often we get caught up in the need to be constantly busy, constantly striving, and constantly achieving. While ambition is important, it's equally important to take moments of pause, to rest, to reflect, and to rejuvenate. By relaxing, we give ourselves permission to step back from the relentless push for achievement and focus instead on what truly matters to us. This balance of dreaming big while also making time for relaxation ensures that we don't burn out along the way, and that our efforts are always aligned with our deeper purpose. When we allow ourselves to dream, we activate a sense of inner peace that extends beyond our ambitions. We begin to understand that our worth is not solely determined by the achievements we acquire or the goals we reach. Dreaming big is about the journey, the process of growth and self-discovery that happens along the way. Relaxation complements this by teaching us to appreciate the present moment, to savor the journey, and to find fulfillment in the small steps we take each day. It's in these moments of relaxation that we learn to enjoy the path, not just the destination. Furthermore, relaxing while dreaming big can also improve our overall well-being. When we relax, we reduce the harmful effects of stress on our bodies and minds. This physical relaxation helps to lower blood pressure, improve heart health, and boost immunity. These physical benefits are essential for maintaining the energy levels we need to pursue our dreams with enthusiasm and passion. By practicing relaxation regularly, we are not only enhancing our mental clarity but also ensuring that our bodies remain strong and healthy throughout our journey. It's important to remember that big dreams don't need to be pursued all at once. In fact, the most meaningful achievements often come from a series of small, consistent actions taken over time. This realization can help us let go of the pressure to achieve everything immediately and instead focus on steady progress. When we allow ourselves to relax and trust the process, we can take each step with confidence, knowing that we are moving closer to our dreams without the need for rush or force. As we think about our big dreams, we must also acknowledge the importance of self-compassion. Dreaming big can sometimes lead to feelings of inadequacy or self-doubt, especially when we compare our journey to the success stories of others. However, true relaxation comes from accepting ourselves as we are and recognizing that we are worthy of pursuing our dreams, regardless of the obstacles we may face. By embracing self-love and being kind to ourselves, we create the mental space necessary to nurture our dreams and allow them to flourish. In conclusion, dreaming big and relaxing are not mutually exclusive. In fact, they complement each other perfectly. By allowing ourselves to dream, we expand our vision of what is possible, and by relaxing, we create the mental and emotional space needed to pursue those dreams with clarity and confidence. The key is to find balance, striving for our dreams while also taking time to rest, reflect, and recharge. This balance allows us to move forward with purpose and excitement, knowing that we are on a journey towards something meaningful. When we dream big and relax, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities, and we embrace the beauty of life's unfolding journey. 29. Balance emotions gently. In life, emotions can often feel overwhelming, like a storm that unexpectedly appears, leaving us struggling to regain our calm. Whether it's stress, anxiety, sadness, or even anger, emotions can arise unexpectedly, creating tension in both our minds and bodies. The constant flow of emotions can sometimes make it difficult to find peace. However, learning to balance our emotions gently can transform the way we experience and manage these feelings, leading to a greater sense of calm and emotional stability. Emotions are natural, and they are a part of the human experience. It's important to recognize that it's okay to feel deeply. What matters most is how we respond to those emotions and how we find ways to restore balance, gently and without harshness. Balancing emotions doesn't mean suppressing them or pretending they don't exist. In fact, it's quite the opposite. To balance emotions gently, we must first acknowledge them without judgment. Whether we're feeling happy, sad, frustrated, or fearful, each emotion serves a purpose. By allowing ourselves to fully experience what we're feeling without rushing to change or fix it, we honor our emotional landscape. We give ourselves the permission to feel, and in doing so, We create a safe space where emotions can flow naturally. Recognizing our emotions without judgment helps us gain clarity about where they are coming from and why they are surfacing. Understanding our emotions can be the first step toward gently guiding them into balance. It's easy to become overwhelmed by emotions, especially when they come in waves. When we feel sad, anxious, or angry, it's tempting to either push those emotions away or to let them completely take over. But balance comes from meeting our emotions with gentle awareness and compassion. By being kind to ourselves during these moments, we create an opportunity to navigate through them with patience and understanding. Just as we would comfort a friend in distress, we must also learn to offer that same kindness to ourselves. Instead of allowing emotions to run rampant, we can acknowledge their presence, take a deep breath, and gently bring ourselves back to a place of peace. This gentle approach allows us to avoid becoming overwhelmed by the intensity of the emotion and instead helps us regain a sense of control. A simple yet effective way to balance emotions gently is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of staying present in the moment without getting caught up in the stories our minds often create. When we are mindful, we can observe our emotions without being swept away by them. For example, if we are feeling anxious, instead of reacting with panic or judgment, we can simply observe the anxiety, acknowledging its presence. We might say to ourselves, "I notice that I'm feeling anxious right now. It's okay to feel this way. I don't need to fix it, just notice it." By practicing mindfulness in this way, we can create space between our emotions and our reactions, which gives us the power to respond rather than react. This gentle awareness helps to restore balance and create a sense of calm, even when emotions are strong. Another important aspect of balancing emotions gently is self-care. Taking care of ourselves, both physically and emotionally, is crucial in maintaining emotional balance. Self-care doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. It's about making small, consistent efforts to nurture ourselves. This might include taking a few moments each day to relax, breathe deeply, or engage in activities that bring us joy. Self-care can also involve setting healthy boundaries and saying no when we need to, ensuring that we are not overwhelming ourselves with external pressures. The more we take care of ourselves, the more we build a strong foundation for emotional balance. When we prioritize our well-being, we are better able to handle the ups and downs of life with grace and resilience. It's also important to practice patience with ourselves. Balancing emotions gently is not something that happens overnight. It takes time, practice, and consistency. We may have days when we feel overwhelmed or out of balance, and that's okay. What matters is how we respond when those moments arise. Instead of berating ourselves for feeling a certain way, we can offer ourselves compassion and remind ourselves that it's okay to have difficult moments. The journey to emotional balance is ongoing, and it's not about perfection. It's about progress and learning to be kind to ourselves along the way. In addition to mindfulness and self-care, engaging in calming activities can also support emotional balance. Activities like deep breathing, meditation, or gentle movement, like yoga or stretching, can help calm the mind and soothe the body. These practices help release tension and stress, allowing us to regain a sense of equilibrium. The key is to find activities that feel good to us, that allow us to slow down and connect with ourselves on a deeper level. By regularly incorporating these practices into our daily routines, we can better navigate the emotional highs and lows that come with life, making it easier to stay grounded and balanced. Balancing emotions gently also involves finding healthy ways to express our feelings. Sometimes emotions can feel bottled up inside, and if we don't find a way to release them, they can build up over time, leading to frustration or emotional exhaustion. It's important to find outlets that allow us to express ourselves in a healthy, constructive way. This might involve journaling, talking to a trusted friend or therapist, or engaging in creative activities like painting or music. By finding healthy ways to express what we're feeling, we create an emotional release that helps restore balance and release pent-up energy. This process of expression allows us to process our emotions in a safe and supportive way, helping us return to a more peaceful and balanced state. As we continue on the journey of balancing our emotions gently, It's important to remember that emotions are not something to be feared or avoided. They are a natural part of life, and when we approach them with kindness, awareness, and patience, we can navigate them with greater ease. By practicing mindfulness, self-care, and healthy emotional expression, we create a sense of emotional balance that supports our overall well-being. Through these gentle practices, we can cultivate a calm, centered mind that allows us to experience life with greater peace, clarity, and emotional stability. When we balance our emotions gently, we create the space to enjoy each moment more fully, with a sense of inner calm and resilience that helps us face whatever comes our way. 30. Renew your energy. Throughout our day, it's easy to feel drained. The constant demands of work, family, and daily responsibilities can sometimes leave us feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. This feeling of being drained isn't just physical. It can also be emotional and mental. We often push through our tasks without taking the time to recharge, and as a result, we begin to feel the effects of burnout and fatigue. However, it's important to remember that our energy is precious, and learning how to renew it is essential for maintaining balance and well-being. The good news is that there are simple ways to recharge and restore our energy, allowing us to feel more refreshed and capable of handling the challenges of life. One of the most effective ways to renew energy is by taking regular breaks. It may sound simple, but it's easy to overlook. Whether it's a short walk outside, stretching for a few minutes, or simply sitting quietly and breathing deeply, taking small breaks throughout the day can make a significant difference. These moments of pause allow the body and mind to reset, preventing exhaustion from building up. By taking breaks, we're giving ourselves permission to rest, and in doing so, we allow our energy to naturally replenish. These small moments of self-care can be incredibly effective in helping us stay focused and energized throughout the day. Another way to renew your energy is through deep breathing exercises. When we are stressed or tired, our breathing tends to become shallow and quick. This type of breathing can increase feelings of tension and fatigue. By practicing deep breathing, we can counteract this response and bring our bodies back into a state of calm. Simply focusing on slow, deep breaths can help to oxygenate the body, release tension, and activate the body's relaxation response. This practice can be done anywhere, at your desk, in your car, or even while lying down, and only takes a few moments to feel its effects. Deep breathing not only restores energy, but it also helps clear the mind and reduce stress, making it an excellent tool for emotional and mental renewal. Getting enough rest is another fundamental way to renew energy. Often we neglect the importance of sleep in our busy lives, thinking that we can push through on little rest. However, consistent lack of sleep leads to a decline in both physical and mental energy. Sleep is essential for the body to repair and regenerate, and it is during rest that our cells renew and our minds process the events of the day. A good night's sleep allows us to wake up feeling refreshed, clear-headed, and ready to take on the day. When we get the proper rest we need, we can face the challenges of the day with greater focus, energy, and resilience. Physical activity is another great way to restore energy. While it might seem counterintuitive, moving the body actually boosts energy levels. Engaging in light exercises such as walking, yoga, or stretching helps to increase circulation and oxygen flow throughout the body, which in turn helps reduce fatigue. Physical activity also triggers the release of endorphins, which are natural mood elevators, helping to lift our spirits and energize us. It doesn't require intense workouts or long sessions at the gym. A few minutes of movement, even just a gentle stretch or a short walk, can make a big difference in how we feel. By incorporating movement into our day, we can renew our energy and refresh our minds. Another powerful way to renew energy is by connecting with nature. Nature has an incredible ability to restore balance and energy, offering a peaceful escape from the fast pace of modern life. Spending time outdoors, whether it's a walk, in the park, sitting by the water, or simply being in the presence of trees and open skies, helps ground us and brings a sense of calm. The fresh air, the sounds of birds, and the beauty of the natural world have a restorative effect on both body and mind. Studies have shown that spending time in nature can lower stress, increase feelings of happiness, and provide a boost of energy. Nature offers a quiet space to recharge, and it's a reminder of the simple joys of life. The next time you feel drained, consider stepping outside and taking in the sights and sounds of nature to refresh your energy. Nutrition also plays an essential role in renewing energy. The food we eat directly impacts how we feel throughout the day. Eating a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins helps provide the body with the necessary nutrients it needs to function properly. Foods high in sugar or processed ingredients may give us a quick boost, but they often lead to energy crashes later on. On the other hand, nutrient-dense foods provide steady, sustained energy throughout the day. Hydration is equally important. Dehydration can cause fatigue and a lack of focus, so drinking enough water is vital for maintaining energy levels. By being mindful of what we eat and drink, we can fuel our bodies with the right nutrients to keep our energy flowing. Mindfulness and meditation practices are also excellent tools for renewing energy. Taking a few moments each day to sit quietly and focus on the breath can help quiet the mind and release stress. Meditation helps clear mental clutter, allowing us to focus on the present moment and let go of worries. Through mindfulness, we learn to accept the present without judgment and to release thoughts that drain our energy. Meditation can be as short as 5 minutes, yet it has a powerful effect on recharging the mind and spirit. In these quiet moments, we are able to center ourselves, calm the mind, and renew our inner energy. Regular mindfulness practice helps to cultivate a sense of peace, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and calm. Social connections also play an important role in renewing our energy. Connecting with others, whether it's through a phone call, meeting with friends, or sharing a conversation with a loved one, can lift our spirits and replenish our energy. Positive social interactions foster feelings of belonging and support, which can counteract feelings of isolation or burnout. Surrounding ourselves with people who bring joy, positivity, and encouragement can give us the emotional boost we need to keep going, whether it's a lighthearted conversation or simply being in the presence of loved ones. Social interactions can help restore our energy and bring balance back into our lives. Lastly, renewing energy involves taking a step back and allowing ourselves to pause and reflect. It's easy to get caught up in the busyness of life and forget to give ourselves the space to rest. Yet, allowing ourselves time to relax and recharge is essential for long-term well-being. Taking a moment to reflect on the things we're grateful for, or simply sitting in silence, can help restore a sense of peace and clarity. By giving ourselves permission to rest, we create the conditions for our energy to flow freely and naturally. Renewing our energy isn't about quick fixes or temporary boosts. It's about creating habits that allow us to recharge and restore balance in our lives. By practicing small yet powerful actions, such as taking breaks, breathing deeply, moving our bodies, spending time in nature, eating nourishing foods, and engaging in mindfulness, we can ensure that our energy remains vibrant and steady. When we renew our energy regularly, we are better equipped to handle the demands of life with a clear mind, a calm heart, and a body that feels strong and rejuvenated. Ultimately, taking care of our energy is an investment in our overall well-being, leading to a life that feels more fulfilling, balanced, and full of vitality.